Hello,
hey,
everyone,
everybody.
and welcome to the stream. We do have Ace attempting to connect. There he is. We do have a pretty full crew here tonight, so I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves, going from Chris to Jack in that kind of row. So, Chris, if you'd like to start.
What is up, everybody? This is Baking Chris here, and welcome to the live stream with Colin, Ace, Sammy, Jack, and everyone, and Colin.
What's up, guys? Sammy here from Built to Thrill. You know me. That's it.
I'm Jack from Theme Park Picks 55.
Yeah, how you doing? Ace here, aka Mr. Car, Ace Car from Facebook.
So, tonight's stream is a bit of a combo of sorts. For starters, of course, we hit 10,000 subscribers. I want to thank you guys all for that. It's a really
Congratulations.
thing. Thank you guys. Really do appreciate it. Wanted to do the stream, and it kind of worked out pretty well where I hit 10K, I think, 2 days ago, and I was able to have the stream tonight. And in addition to that, I really do want to talk more about Great Adventures 2024 announcements. So we're definitely going to be doing a lot of that on here. So for starters, I want to get everyone here's opinions on Great Adventures 2024 announcement, from the flash to the new logo, which you see on my shirt right here. So we're going to start. We're going to go backwards this time. We'll start with Jack, then go to Ace, then Sammy, then Chris.
Well, for the 2024, I'm sorry, who's going first? Me, right?
Starting with Jack.
Okay, go ahead.
What were you said the 50th anniversary and what?
Just everything Great Adventure announced for 24.
My thoughts on the Flash. I think it's, first of all, just so great that we're getting what really is a unique coaster again at Great Adventure. 2 unique coasters in a row with Jersey Devil and this, and hopefully more to come, because this is the first of its kind in America. And so I think that's great. I mean, I have some concerns about the capacity of the ride, but I think Great Adventure could handle it pretty well. But overall, 50th anniversary, I'm really excited to see what they have in store, because I know they said they'd be announcing soon more details about the festival and other events coming throughout the year.
Ace?
For the 2024 season, first things first, with the Flash Velocity Coaster, that's going to be spectacular, and it's going to pay homage to the great chiller that we once had back in 2007. I also like the Safari Kilimanjaro style vehicles going through it. That's nice to return, pretty much since before the pandemic. And then we also have the logo, which is exquisite. I've dreamt of that. And to add the rainbow from the 80s to the contemporary Six Flags logo, and you add the balloon, that put it over the top. And as for being able to sleep over, that's been a long time coming for the park. You know, it's like a semi-resort with that. So yeah, very happy about 2024.
Sammy?
So obviously the big kicker right here is Flash Vertical Velocity. The coaster looks awesome. I've heard great reviews of the one in China. It looks like a fun ride. I think the whippiness, the snaps on that are going to be the highlight. I've heard inversions of the new gen Vacomas aren't as big as like some of the other key aspects of it. I also think going up the spike backward is going to be a big thing for Great Adventure. That's not something we have. We haven't had that in a long time. so you can't even relate it almost. And then going over Frontier Adventures is like the next big kicker with the Wild Safari coming back, because I remember that used to be like an hour wait even in like 2018, 2019 when it was still there. Obviously, you have the log flume, the Ferris wheel. Everything just seems great. The logo looks awesome, so I'm very hyped for what they're doing next year.
Chris?
So yeah, Great Adventure is going to be an exciting year next year, and with the addition to the balloon, having it at the 50 years, it's a good idea to decorate it that way. It's kind of like Six Flags America over in Gurnee, Illinois. In 2015, they had some type of anniversary special with 2 original kiddie rides. And then, yeah, and the Flash Vertical Velocity, it's going to be a wonderful addition. You have Batman, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, and now Flash. That completes the collection of superheroes in the park.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I know a lot of people have been very critical about Flash, and I do understand it to a point. But when you look at it this way, Great Adventure, we're getting a new coaster for 2024, which is a pretty quick turnaround from Jersey Devil in 2021. Most parks haven't seen a coaster edition that quick in a very long time. So the fact Great Adventure is getting a coaster like that is awesome. And yes, the capacity definitely isn't the greatest. And I know people are complaining, oh, it's a clone. Oh, Great Adventure needs an original ride. I don't think anyone's going to China to ride Cloud Shuttle anytime soon. So I think that this is definitely going to be a really unique coaster for the entire area across the entire United States. I do think eventually we could see it cloned around, but the fact that Great Adventure is pioneering, taking the risk, being the first one to put one out in the US, I think that's great. I'm also really excited for Savannah Sunset, which is the new glamping experience. They haven't released too many details. From what I understand, though, the resort will be located in the middle of the safari, probably by Camp Aventura, and you'll be shuttled over there. I'm not sure where you'll park if you're staying overnight. They haven't specified that yet, but definitely really cool there. The fact that Great Adventure will finally have an overnight option on property, which has been something that has been needed for a really long time. But overall, though, I'm really, really happy about the 2024 editions. And I know there's definitely much more to be announced. I didn't get the chance to share this with you guys, but they sent out a press release a few days ago regarding Fright Fest, and Power Hours are actually coming back during Fright Fest, which is huge. So I'm definitely going to, now that I think about it, I'm going to make a video on it soon just to go over the details of that. But Fright Fest, the preview weekend is this weekend coming up, starting Friday. So Conjuring and Saw X won't be ready quite yet. They'll be ready the following weekend. But you'll have Oktoberfest, Fright Fest, and Kids Boo Fest all going on at the same time. So tons of stuff to do in the park, along with the fact that everything is open. You have El Toro back. You have Cod, Devil, Nitro. The list goes on. So definitely really exciting times coming up for Great Adventure, and I just can't wait to see how it all comes together. But with that being said, if you guys have any questions you'd like to ask any of us here, please send them through in the chat, and we will be going through them shortly. A little later on in the stream, we are actually going to be playing a game, a little bit of a different version of like quizzes or Kahoot, where there's going to be, I think, 20 Great Adventure history-related questions and 10 Hollywood Studios related
21
questions.
Great Adventure questions.
21 Great Adventure questions. So definitely stay tuned for that. Should be a fun game. But I am going to start scrolling through the chat here to find some questions from you guys. Let's see here. Sup, Colin? How you doing? I am doing very well. What was the best park, ride, and coaster from everyone's summer trips? I'll let you guys go first.
So the best ride I ever been on was Apollo's Chariot. But, you know, great landscaping, great battles. See, I'm wearing the Apollo's Chariot shirt.
Nice. What about your favorite park?
I would have to say Great Adventure.
Yeah.
So I just got back from my big Florida trip. Islands of Adventure always kills the competition. So I think that's got to be the best park. And then Velocicoaster blew me away. Iron Gwazi was definitely a close second. Still not as good as some of the other rides I've ridden, but that was definitely top 10 worthy. Velocicoaster, I think, is my new number one.
Ace?
Well, I'm not gonna, of course, outside of Great Adventure, obviously, because that's a slam dunk. Of course, on the road trip, that's easy. Kings Island, because Kings Island, everything was open. Used to be Magic Mountain. You could attest to that, what happened there. And then, of course, obviously, not too far from Sam. We kind of flip flopping. Obviously, Iron Gwazi, because I'm an RMC, fan above all, and that takes care of that. Of course, Velasquez will be fourth for me.
Jack?
My favorite park of the summer. I didn't do too many trips. Probably Hershey. Of all the parks I went to this summer, Ride, probably Wildcats Revenge, and yeah, that would also count as the coaster.
So for me, I mean, the best new coaster I rode, I would have to say, is Wildcats Revenge. But excluding that, since it's so close to me, I would probably have to say X2 or Twisted Colossus. Both of them are like neck and neck. Yep. I still have trouble deciding which one I like better. Mm-hmm. They're both very different rides, but pretty much just as good in my opinion. Both great. Favorite park? That's a tough one, because if we're looking at strictly new parks I got to visit, that's pretty much exclusively out in California. And some parks exceeded my expectations, and others, like Magic Mountain, did not meet my expectations. So I have to say, overall, the best park was probably Knott's. I'd say the most surprising park, at least bigger park, was Discovery Kingdom. I didn't think Discovery Kingdom would be as good as it was. Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk was also a huge surprise. That was probably the best boardwalk I've ever been to, even including the ones over here on the East Coast. Magic Mountain definitely has the best coaster collection out there, but it definitely is not the best park. That's for sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, not to cut you off, Colin, but unfortunately, to just like having almost 10 coasters, I may be hyperbolic there, but you damn near had 10 coasters closed. I was it's terribly disappointed. It used to be my favorite park. Had it been all open, it would have been you would have had a different take on it, unfortunately, on the way things happen at Magic Mountain.
Again, sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
X2, you was right about. I knew I would be right about X2 and the great X2 and the great Twisted Colossus being neck and neck. You're absolutely right. Those are the two best coasters in Magic Mountain. You could take any one, 1A, 1A to each other.
All right, next up, who's getting a brick for Great Adventure? So I assume most of you are planning on getting one, and even if you're not, let me know what you think you're going to put on it. We'll start with Chris.
I think I'm going to put my name, put my YouTube channel and my name on there.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So people remember.
Are you going to put one of the logos on it too?
Yeah, I should.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Really good selection too, because you have a heart, you have the original Great Adventure logo with the hot air balloon, you have
cool.
the rainbow, and you have the modern day one. So plenty of options to pick from.
Now, go ahead.
I think logo-wise, I'm gonna go with the rainbow one because that was always my dad's favorite, and he's kind of always like I've grown up with that logo almost because I've always seen that one as comparison to the balloon. But I really still like the balloon, so that was a hard choice. Then I'll probably put I don't know, maybe Everyone Hates Hollywood on it. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yep.
I'll probably put my name or Sammy Was Here, something funny but stupid at the same time.
Jack? Oh.
Go ahead, Ace.
So the balloon is a good idea. So when it comes to options, pretty much, of course, I'm gonna put my name, Ace Car. But would I be able to put the balloon to fit it on there, on one brick? You think that'll fit?
Yeah, you can because you can have the logo next to your writing.
Oh, absolutely. I'm definitely gonna do the new logo, the one for 24.
Okay.
And then with Ace Car on it, because I'm definitely gonna. How much is $100?
Yeah, it's $100. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm definitely doing that.
Oh yeah, of course. Chris, you said that you're gonna put the balloon or the new logo for 24 on yours.
Not yet, but I'm definitely gonna order a brick.
Oh, so you haven't decided yet what you're gonna put on it?
Nope, but put my username.
Oh, good. What about you, Jack?
I'd probably put just my name and then like of the logos,
Oh, okay.
probably I like the hot air balloon one.
Oh, cool.
I was trying to sift through all my stuff to find my Cedar Point brick, but I can't find it because you can
Oh,
actually,
okay.
just like with Cedar Point, you can get the miniature one in addition to the one you buy. I'm probably going to put almost exactly what I put on the Cedar Point one on this one. So I had Hollywood Studios and then like going to Great Adventure since for me it'd be 2008. So I think Cedar Point was 2018, but yeah, very excited for the bricks. I'm very excited to see how they do the plaza as a whole.
So excuse me. So Colin, so you're not just buying one brick. You're going to buy one for every letter, like you and your dad alluded to.
Well, if we did that, you'd have like C over here, O over there, L over there.
16.
They wouldn't all be next to each other.
16 bricks. Well, you said $100 a brick or 1,600.
Wow.
But hey, listen, it's for our ultimate park. So you can't. Nothing is too expensive for that. So we're gonna all go all out for that. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and you get to have yourself in the park permanently.
Oh, absolutely, because we are Great Adventure, like I alluded to a few earlier in the week. I mean, yeah, we are, or even including Sammy, we're all Great Adventure royalty. Because Sammy, how old were you when you first went to the park?
I think I was 3, or I was like about to turn 3. So, it would have been like late 2007 or early 2008.
Wow. And Colin, you was 2, right?
I was 2. It was summer of 2008.
I was 8, 1988, August 8th, 1988, some date like that. What about you, Chris?
Since 2008.
Wow, that's insane. And you, Bacon Chris, how long have you? How old were you when you first went to Great Adventure? How old?
I was probably like about 2 years old.
Oh wow, just like Colin. It's pretty cool.
Wow,
they're like the same.
Yeah. When I was 13 years old, I started to become coaster. I started to get on the big rides.
Yeah. I got my first pass in because of Nitro in 2001. Because then I used to always go by the bus, New Jersey Transit, and that was it once or twice a year. Then I started going 3, and now we go the way we do now because I drive, so I can go whenever I want.
That's great. I used to buy tickets. I used to buy tickets at Great Adventure, but since 2022, I now get season passes.
Smart. So the pass, the tickets are $100 now. It's egregious.
Yeah,
you better off getting the pass. They're cheap.
Save money on parking. Yeah, my parents never bought me season passes when I was young, even when I was a coaster enthusiast.
Right.
Chris, did you turn your phone to landscape? Could you turn your phone sideways? You too, Ace, just so that it fills the whole screen.
I just did.
You were sideways, and now you're vertical.
So vertical's not.
No, you don't want vertical. You want it horizontal. There you go.
Now.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, this way. Okay. To the left. My charger's to the left. Yeah, I got you.
Perfect.
Yeah, but it's different when you're a kid because you don't have all the resources like I like to say it. You can't go when you want. Now, Colin y'all could all do what y'all want to do now because y'all are all adults. So it's like when you're a kid, you're like, oh man, I wish I can go here and there. And now we're all adults. We can go whenever we want, as we please.
Yeah. I was busy with school. That's why I couldn't get season passes.
Yeah. And Jack, how old were you when you first went to Great Adventure?
I first went a lot later. I was 10.
Wow. I'm the only. I thought I was the oldest one. I was 8 in 1988 when I first went. When the Sarah Hamill bobsleds were in the front of the park.
2014.
Wow, that's pretty good. Wow, that was a sad year because we had just lost Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, so I never got to ride Rolling Thunder.
That's terrible. You're the only one out of us. You got to ride it, Sammy. And Bacon Chris?
I have to ride it a bunch of times.
You got to ride Rolling Thunder, Bacon Chris?
No, I didn't, unfortunately. But
yeah, me too.
They should have just turned it into an RMC, but
I know. The structure was terribly developed. It was just terrible. It had terrible structural integrity.
Dilapidation.
Yeah, it was dilapidated, yeah.
under
Yeah, it
El
was
Toro,
dilapidated.
and you can see it
Huh?
under Zoom when you wait in line for Zoom and Jaro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Next question. Let's see here. Colin, are you going to push for the play button, 100K? Absolutely.
Oh,
I'm a
my.
tenth of the way there, so it's just an upward battle to get to that point. But yes, that's the plan. Let's see. I'm guessing you're asking which is better, Mystic or Orion. Definitely Mystic, in my opinion. And I think Diamondback is also better than Orion.
Oh, wow.
I know Sammy's like the
Well, I like
Orion fan.
Diamondback better than Orion, but Orion's better than Mystic.
Wow, no. Orion's the best coaster in the park. I love Gigas. I don't care if
No,
it's
Orion doesn't have a splashdown. That's the only problem.
yeah, I know, but still, I like it's just like the speed and all of that in the treble clef. It's just so cool. I'm a Giga fan, so I can't hold back on that. To me, it's Orion. It's my favorite coaster in the park and top 10 definitely. And also, it's better than Mystic Timbers. I love Mystic Timbers. It's a beast. No pun intended to the beast, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Let's see. Just returned home to SJ from Chicago, Six Flags Great America, and New York. Six Flags Darien Lake. Great Adventures ran so logistically better than both of those two parks. Makes you appreciate Great Adventure. I felt the same thing when I went to Magic Mountain because Magic Mountain, it wasn't what it should have been. Meanwhile, I come back to Great Adventure, everything's open, operations are great. So yeah, going to other parks sometimes can definitely make you appreciate what you got at home.
Yeah. It's absolutely true because when you look at my 22 and 23 schedule of what I've done pretty much the last 2 years, I have to say, even food wise, everything, I have to appreciate Great Adventure, of course, as much as Fiesta Texas, because the other parks have been really trashy when it comes to the operations and the ride availability. And, I'm sure Great America, it seems like all the other parks have gotten worse over the years in regards to the operations and rides being open. So that's terrible. But yeah, you got to appreciate Great Adventure.
Darien Lake.
What was that?
I never been to Darien Lake or Great America or other Six Flags parks.
I've been to every Six Flags park except for Great Escape, Darien Lake, Luron, Mexico, and Great America.
Right. I've been to every Six Flags park in the United States and Canada, but it doesn't matter about the Mexican one. I'm good. Just need
hold
Canada.
off. I have something that I need to do downstairs.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see. Next up, Hollywood is the best.
Oh, great.
I don't know if I'd say I'm the best, but thank you.
It's nice.
What's better, El Toro or King Ka? El Toro.
El Toro.
Definitely.
By far.
El Toro, definitely in my top 10. No
Sam,
doubt
you
about
want
it.
to answer this one?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. It's a GIM kit, actually.
A what?
A GIM kit.
GIM kit. Well,
Yeah.
that's new to
like
me too. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yo, Sammy, what is your top 3 at Great Adventure?
Wow, a specific question to me. I feel like I'm on top of the world right now. Not even to Colin.
Top 3 at Great Adventure. That's easy.
Toro first, obviously. Then you got Ka second, and then Nitro third.
Oh, wow. Oh, well. I like that.
Very interesting.
Jack?
No, it was specific to me.
Yeah, it was specifically for Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's
Only
Sammy.
Sammy's allowed to answer that one.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, guys.
Will V2 have a top 5 airtime moment in the park? I don't know how people are actually calling it V2. I mean, of course, call it whatever you want, but I will never call that ride vertical velocity or V2. It's Flash. To me, it's just
It's Flash. I concur.
There's a couple of moments on Flash that can definitely be like top tier in the park. I think the hang time on that first Immelman is going to be some of the best hang time in the world. You just hang there endlessly. You're just stuck there forever, and you get it forwards and backwards. I think that double up, specifically the first airtime moment in the double up, is really going to throw you out of your seat. I'm not too sure about the second one, honestly. It looks like it goes a little slow through that, but I guess we'll see once the ride opens. And 0G roll is definitely going to be very floaty and fun. Not necessarily as whippy as something like Chiller was, but it looks really, really good. So it's possible that it'll have a top 5 airtime moment in the park.
Yeah, it's gonna be insane. And then remember also, I'm surprised you didn't allude to it. The stall. Wow, you got a lot of elements in that bad Flash that's coming out next year. It's gonna be a
So what's really
badass
cool
coaster.
about the ride is that you're going to have the 0G roll and the double up running over the path. So as you're walking down that path, you look straight up and there's the 0G roll, which
That
I
is
think
so pretty cool. And then the great thing about this coaster, like I alluded to in the 2024 coasters takes, is that it's going to be like reminiscent of the Chiller. If any one of you ever got on the Chiller,
no,
but the closest to Mr. Freeze. But we talk about the new coasters, the new technology coasters. It's the closest thing to it. So at least it's gonna pay homage to it. So that's why I'm so excited about it, to have a shuttle coaster, first time since 2007.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm ecstatic.
Right, next up, top 5 Six Flags parks. That not easy.
Well, it's not that hard for me.
So I'm not going to give an order. I'm just going to give the 5 best.
Yeah.
I would say Great Adventure, Fiesta, Texas for sure. Man, that's tough. Magic Mountain is in the top 5. From there, it gets a little tough. Over Texas could be there. Discovery Kingdom could be in there. New England over Georgia. That's tough. I can't really say. I can give you the top 3 for sure, but not the top 5. I have to think a little more about that.
Well,
I do like over Georgia a lot, and I really like Discovery Kingdom too.
Oof, it's tough. That is tough.
I haven't been to Great America, for those in the chat asking.
Is this specific to like what we've been to, or is it specific?
I'm sticking to what I've been to because I don't like to rank.
I've only been to 5 Six Flags parks, so that's gonna.
So yeah, definitely Great America is a great coaster park, but obviously Great Adventure, Magic Mountain, Fiesta Texas, over Georgia, and I would have to say Great America, which a lot of people just like. It's pretty much underrated. You know, nobody really talks about it going against Cedar Point. When you go to it, you're going to see how great the park is as long as everything's running, unlike Magic Mountain. So,
welcome back.
Hey, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that.
Okay. Yeah.
No worries.
Top 5 Six Flags park. Oh, you never been. Oh, you haven't been to Great Adventure.
We're gonna move on. What's better, Kings Island or Hershey Park? That's actually a bit of a toss-up now.
Yeah.
Wildcat really made that close. I might still go with Kings Island, although I'm not 100% sure.
What are you talking about? Skyrush is in that park. There's no question anymore. Skyrush and Wildcat are much better than than Orion and Mystic.
You know, Hershey Park has the best variety. No doubt about it. Any park, even better than Energylandia. It's for me, yeah, it blows everything away when it comes to the variety. You got to give it to Hershey Park. I would probably have to say Hershey Park because of the coasters and what they have. A little bit over. And remember, Hershey Park is a resort and it has a zoo in it. So I would give the edge to Hershey Park by a little bit.
I never been to Kings Island, so.
Yeah, and that park is just phenomenal. And you have the chocolate and you have stuff outside the park. So yeah, that definitely takes the edge over Kings Island.
I think I would have to
exquisite.
I would have to agree with Ace. Hershey Park definitely has I think a better collection, and it's just a better, well-rounded park in terms of coasters. Kings Island has like some really good coasters.
They do.
Not because you can't beat Hershey's supporting collection. There's not really a single bad ride there.
Yeah, it's true. Not even the kiddie rides, like the Mouse Coaster and Laugh Track. They're all great coasters.
Yeah, that has the best Wild Mouse too.
Who has the best Wild Mouse?
Laugh Track was great. But the stupidest thing ever was when I took the Fast Pass for Laugh Track, it took me to a switchback queue, which I would have to wait in a longer line for.
Yeah, you don't really get much of the line on that ride.
That's the problem with Hershey Park. A lot of rides are like that. You know, you only lead you like a certain way, not even to the station queue, in which you still got to wait on like Storm Run and Laugh Track. Those are prime examples, and it's terrible. And even partially Candemonium. So like a lot of rides, their quick queue is like it's not that great. That's the only part because that park is like 4 million a year. It's always crowded. That's the only thing I hate about Hershey Park.
That and
Yeah.
Kings Island, they're both always packed.
No,
know.
Hershey
I
Park
will
is
admit though,
worse.
Kings Island has the better express pass.
Yeah, no,
Because
but
you
I'm
go
saying
right to
Hershey.
the
Listen, Hershey Park, even with rain, it's always packed. You may have some dead day once in a blue. You may get a chance if it rains for Kings Island because I've seen it to be dead. But
I
yeah,
don't know.
Hershey Park.
Me and Jack went like twice this year, and as long as you maneuver the crowds, it's fine.
So you talking about Hershey Park?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Like Jack, I don't think we waited in that many lines that day, like those
that's
both those
great.
days, right?
No,
Yeah, no.
if you
Okay.
do the park in a way that's like, there's ways you can pretty easily avoid the crowds. Like
Yeah.
when you get to the park, I mean, me and Sammy like to run, but you can.
Yeah.
We only had to run once though. That's the problem.
Yeah, you only have to get to Wildcat, and then it's like, if you wait it out to the point that, then you can just go back to the front of the park and no one else is there because they're all now getting to the back of the park, and then
Yeah.
later in the day,
Everything
everyone
else,
starts.
yeah.
You go over to
Now
Candy and all those.
Now, if you have a pass, it cuts everything out. All you got to do is basically go to Candemonium, obviously, for two rides, and then go to Skyrush because it's a pathway to lead you right to Skyrush. You could do that 2 or 3 times, and then do Super Duper Looper or even Comet, whichever way you want to do. Then wait for Great Bear. When the park opens up, you go right up there, no line, straight up, and then right to Storm Runner. There's no line for it because everybody's running the Wildcat. Then Fahrenheit, I do Wildcat last. Of course, because Wildcat, there wasn't even much of a line, even though I had the quick queue pass. You know,
Yeah,
there
there was
wasn't even a line.
no wait for me when I was
Yeah.
going on Fahrenheit with the quick queue.
Yeah, it's much better actually for Fahrenheit. You go straight up pretty much, as long as there's not a lot of people with the quick queue. Yeah, it's pretty much straight to the station queue.
All right, we're gonna move on to the next question. If you could demolish 3 coasters, what would they be?
Oh, I hate this question.
I hate that. I don't like to see coasters get
No,
even if they're really
thank
bad.
you.
There's
Because we
always
are
something that can be done to fix them.
yeah, we're coaster people. Why would we want to demolish coasters? I'm like, Jesus.
I don't know if I could really give you an answer, honestly.
Me either.
Maybe for safety.
Awesome. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you could always.
I mean, I guess I've been on some coasters that I'd say could use a lot of work, and I'd say if they didn't have work, they should be taken down.
Wildcat at Lake Compounds comes to mind for me, but I know they can fix that ride. It doesn't need to be
Of
demolished.
course they can. I don't think it's been retracted for years, as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, it looks like I have a
Thunderbolt.
visitor here.
I don't think it's ever been. I don't think it's ever been retracted.
Munchie
What
the
happened?
dog. Hi, Munchie.
Oh wow, Munchie! Hey.
And Phil.
Munchie's birthday is tomorrow.
Oh wow, happy birthday!
How big she is.
In a few hours,
Birthday.
3 hours and 24 minutes. I could see them retracting Wildcat, but yeah, because that thing has never been retracted.
Yeah. Next up, Iron Gwazi or El Toro? Iron Gwazi.
Iron Gwazi.
Iron Gwazi.
Toro.
Sammy.
Iron Gwazi.
Yeah, Iron Gwazi was really smooth and high. High above.
We got to do it.
So,
Yeah.
Colin, did you watch my Bacon Chris Adventures where I went to Busch Gardens, Tampa?
Oh wow.
I did, yeah.
Did you know Iron Gwazi was the #1 roller coaster I rode?
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, first coaster. Every time I visit a park, I always try to go on the most popular rides first.
Right.
That's smart.
Yeah, and when it comes to visiting a new theme park for the first time, you know what I say to myself? Credit time. Time to earn the credits.
Absolutely. Chris, what's your coaster count?
114.
Wow,
Nice.
that's good. What was your 100th credit, Chris?
Twisted Timbers at King's
That's
Dominion.
a great one. That's a great 100th.
Yeah, I don't want a 100th to be a boring coaster, so I chose Twisted Timbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good thing you didn't get stuck like me for my 350th. I had to make it a little mine train in the middle of nowhere, California.
Wow. Which mine train was that?
Quicksilver Express at Gilroy.
Oh yeah, go. I remember the
But the
Quicksilver
ride
Express.
was very random.
Yeah, it's a nice park, especially at the entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, one pet peeve about amusement parks. Well, if you want to hear a full list of pet peeves, I have a video out actually called
Yes.
Amusement Park Pet Peeves. I
Yeah.
have lots of them in there, but some of the ones that come to my mind are the basketballs that should just be popped. Slow moving people.
That's the worst.
That is probably the worst. Slow
That
moving people.
is the worst. I hate that, especially in the line when you're trying to get to a roller coaster and you want 2 or 3. It's 9 o'clock and park closed at 10, and they walking slow. I say, yeah, let me go by. That's the best thing they could do. They want to take their time walking. It's annoying, just like slow drivers.
You know, I also don't like line cutters because the other day I was in line for Ka, and this kid, you know, the Ka line is not super long to walk through, but this kid, we were walking through the switchbacks, and instead this kid makes a left, I guess, because he thought that would be quicker, and then makes a right, and then had to like dodge under the queue rails and just ran in front of us. Like, there's no point in doing that. There was basically no line.
Well, my biggest pet peeve at theme parks is not being able to bring my GoPro at Great Adventure. And then the security guard tells me, go back to your car.
Oh.
Another pet peeve is just cantankerous, rude, nasty staff. Sometimes I have to give them like at the VIP lounge, I had to give them a taste of I had to give them a piece of my own mind. Because some people are just miserable working there, and that's not nice.
I don't like when
it can be
people close
professional.
the line at 7:59, and then they say, "Oh, the whole party cannot ride. Only whoever's in the queue."
Yeah, it's not cool.
Yeah, it's just there's so many pet peeves.
The biggest pet peeves you'll have with an amusement park have to do with the people that are at that amusement park, whichever level of the hierarchy they're in. Usually, people are the issue, as is the case with everything. Next up, hey guys, I'm a huge fan. I just got on Velocicoaster. It is my #1. Where does Velocicoaster rank for you guys on your list? Top 3.
#1.
#4.
It's #1 for me.
Hard for me to say, but I would have to say, I'll just say 6 out of the 114 roller coasters.
#6?
Yeah, there's also the good B&Ms. There's also the RMCs.
So what do you have over it?
I don't know. It's hard for me. It's a Velocicoaster. I've been on Velocicoaster, and it was epic.
Oh, it's certainly epic. It's one of the most perfect rides out there.
Yeah.
Next up, how fast do you think King Ka is on an average day? It'll typically range between 120 and 130.
Yeah.
The ride always breaks down, too, sometimes.
Sometimes. It's not as bad as Dragster used to be.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for the Top Thrill 2. Multi-launch, the spike, just like Pantheon and
I don't think Top Thrill 2 will be as good as Top Thrill Dragster at all.
I don't have faith in Zamperla. I have trepidation about Zamperla.
I think Zamperla is definitely a capable company. It's not them I have the issue with. I think Cedar Point could have been far more ambitious than what they decided to do, personally. They could have done something huge, and what they did, in my opinion, was the bare minimum. They didn't even put an air on the swing launch. Like, come on.
Listen, you could have
not only makes sense though.
Yeah, you could have had more than that. You could have also had the Pantheon. What is that called? The Bunny Hill. Plus, you could have had inversions. Yeah, they did the bare minimum.
You can't really do the Bunny Hill though. When you think that Bunny Hill would have been had to have been huge. Like, think of King Ka's Hill, because think of how fast you're taking that. That would put a lot of wear and tear.
Very gentle. It's been in animations that people did. You could definitely do it.
Yeah, you could do the Bunny Hill, Sammy.
It's better than just
it's long.
track.
You know, hey, listen.
Yeah,
think of Sammy. Sammy, the name sucks. It's like it's just redundant going back and forth, and it's like, why not add the Pantheon? It was just great the way they've done it. and what they did, excuse me. And then you have the inversions at the after the top hat. I'm telling you, they could have done a lot. I'm telling you.
You guys
I don't
watched
think-
the Busch Gardens video. I filmed Pantheon.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Oh, it was very epic.
Hmm.
It was like the best launch coaster. All the switchback, like going back, going up the spike. One of a kind experience. But Busch
Question for
Gardens,
Jack. What was that?
continue.
Question for Jack. Can we fight to the death to see who is worthy of the name Jack?
Okay.
I don't know who's gonna win, but
Yeah, I don't know.
that'd be an interesting one.
I mean, I think he beat me in volleyball, so
How much people will fit in one car on the Flash? Okay, so the entire train holds 24 riders.
Good.
And in that train, there are 6 cars. Each car holds 4 passengers. So there you go. I think Sassa wins that one. I think you're right, Ethan. Chris, what's your number 1 coaster?
My number 1 coaster of all time or number 1 coaster credit?
Both.
I think my number 1 coaster credit would either be Woodstock's Express or Vapor Trail. And my number 1 coaster of all time is Kraken because of the theming and the big lagoon and stuff.
Wait, so how are you ranking your coaster credit versus your coaster?
Well, credit is something that basically credit is something you earn. Like credit means first time, you know.
No, I know what that means, but what's your ranking logic for placing Woodstock Express or Vapor Trail as your number 1 in that category?
Oh,
Oh.
do you mean that was the first one you rode?
Yeah.
Oh no, we mean like your favorite number 1.
Oh, Kraken. Kraken is definitely the tunnel. I do like the tunnel and the weird, unique layout.
Yeah.
That one was
although
actually
I feel like
closed. It was
every
closed
B&M
when I
Floorless
went
coaster
there.
has the exact same layout, just slightly different. Kraken is almost identical to Medusa at Discovery Kingdom.
Yeah.
If you like
I
Kraken,
didn't
you
like
love
that.
Medusa. Medusa's way better than Kraken.
I didn't
Yeah,
like
what makes Kraken exquisite is the fact that you go right through the trenches, just like a lot of the Florida parks are, even Busch Gardens Tampa, which is really nice. But yeah, Medusa is great, and K.
Yeah. Let's see. What's up, Jameer? Hope you've been doing well.
Oh, cool.
There.
Hey, what's
My
up, Jermaine?
opinion, Medusa is a chill coaster. Agree or don't agree? I would not call Medusa a chill coaster per se. I would call something like Harley Quinn a chill coaster. Medusa, it's intense and a little rough, so I couldn't really find myself
I like
chilling
intense.
in there. What was that, Chris?
I like intense.
Oh, it's a
Mhm.
drop. That's why.
How much longer do you think they are refurbishing on Apocalypse and X2 will be? Who knows? They probably aren't really even doing anything with X2. I know Apocalypse is getting some new tracks,
Apocalypse. Yeah.
but they
By
just
next year.
to close things at that park.
Yeah, it'll be ready by next year because it's been closed since 2021.
Yeah. Next up, whoa, I just skipped a whole bunch of stuff here. Hold on. What's your favorite Fright Fest house? I'll let you guys go first.
I've never been to Fright Fest.
Are you gonna go this year?
Yeah, I'll be there this year.
Good, good.
I
I
thought
just
the
got
lab. Go ahead.
Oh,
got the diamond pass.
nice.
I thought the lab was really good back in I think it was 2019, before they kind of like redid everything. But I will get back to you guys on that because I'm going on going to the employee preview on Thursday.
Oh.
Ooh, but the Conjuring
Ah.
house and the Saw house will not be open.
No, they're a little later because an outside company is doing them.
Yeah, I know.
I guess my favorite, favorite Fright Fest one, specifically a Great Adventure. I always liked Wicked Woods a lot before they got rid of that. Now, I don't really know, honestly. I liked Cell Block 6 a lot when that was there. The ones that were my favorites aren't there anymore. The ones that are there now are still good too. Fears is pretty good. I wish it would give Big Top Terror an update. I know they've changed the layout a couple times, but I guess right now the ones that are there, it's probably Fears. But my favorite, probably of all time, is one of the many at Dorney Park Haunt. The haunt they do at Dorney is unbelievable. I remember Blood on the Bayou really blowing me away. There's a few other ones there too that are just excellent, really, really great. I can't wait to go back to Haunt this year, and Fright Fest, of course, too.
And unfortunately, you're gonna kill me, Colin. Well, with Chris, your dad and I went to last year, the park, the Carowinds. It was exquisite. Ask your dad about it. Paranormal activity. Oh my God, your father was like literally OSSHIT. It was the woman came out of nowhere, like from the sky, like from the ceiling, and came and was right next to your dad. It was funny. We were all laughing throughout the whole haunted house, and then of course Chris was getting scared. It was a lot of fun.
Wow.
You missed it. Oh man.
I know I missed it.
That's the best one. Ask your dad.
Will do.
Yep.
Next up, you think Great Adventure will have another announcement in March/April for the 50th? Definitely. There's definitely going to be more to be announced with regards to festivals, events, stuff like that.
Cool.
Do you still get scared or nervous riding coasters? I do not. I definitely do not.
Neither do I.
I think the last time I was nervous to go on anything was not even I-305. I was just kind of interested by what it would do with graying out. But I guess Goliath at New England, and that was only because I was really small in 2017. And when I sat down and pulled the restraint down, the restraint didn't feel like it properly secured me. It felt like it was too big for me to actually fit in there. So that made me a little nervous. But before that, I guess King Dakar in 2016 when I was much younger. So I don't really get scared of anything anymore.
Yeah, they really, really did. New England, once the Deja Vu, formerly at Six Flags Magic Mountain, got relocated to New England, and they put those stupid trains on there. That thing was so rough. It was never rough like that when it was Deja Vu in Magic Mountain.
Yeah. Let's see. Did anyone procure the elusive Alpine bobsled credit before it shuffled off this mortal coil? I wish.
I did.
The Alpine bobsled. Which one are y'all talking about? Which one are
Great
they talking
Escape.
about? Yeah, I got that. That's formerly known as Sarajevo bobsled. Yes, I got that in 2015 when I started making my excursions. Because that's 5.5 hours is nothing for me. When I started making my excursions to Canada in 2015, so I knocked that out, and the Comet during in 2015. So thank God, because it's always closed. I've been there like 3 more times since then, and it's always closed. So
I never
thank
been
God
on the
I
I never been on the bobsled ride, but I do remember that Great Escape one was actually originally from Six Flags Great Adventure.
Yeah.
Then they relocated it to the Great Escape or Magic Mountain, I think it was. And then the bobsled is where Great American Scream Machine was, and then Great Machine got demolished, and then they relocated Chang from Kentucky Kingdom, rethemed it to Green Lantern. Yes. Great Adventure history.
Let's see. Orion or Nitro?
Never been on Orion.
Sammy?
But Nitro's good.
Oh, Orion.
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 I take Nitro.
Oh,
Really?
interesting.
I take
Intriguing.
Nitro.
I'm not mad about it. I understand.
Nitro's top 10, not top 11, definitely.
Like Nitro's been running this year specifically, and even last year too. It was great, but this year it has just been unbelievable how consistent the airtime is. Orion, it's all right, it's good, but disappointing. I'm also I tend to think the Gigas get a bit overrated, Millennium Force especially, but Orion I think it's good, not amazing. Same with Fury's amazing, but not as amazing as most people make it out to be. For me, I have it a little lower than some people do, but yeah, that's just my opinion. I I actually enjoyed Magic Mountain. Operations have improved since your video. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Was able to
Great.
accomplish everything I wanted to in my time there, including multiple rerides.
Good.
Glad to hear that.
Well,
Have
listen,
you
we still got.
what was that?
I was going to say that I know this has been Salim's like second year, so give him some time. So I hope y'all do take another trip back out to California once he's really got his bearings, and like probably his third or fourth year. I'm sure it'll be much better. Hopefully, like it was in 2020. I mean 2019, and then prior to that. So let's just hope that he's really like doing that with all the parks, like getting them, rehabbing them.
Never been there.
Yeah.
Lake compounds. I mean, I still haven't gotten on every coaster there. Zoomerang's been closed every time I've went, of course. But Boulder Dash is probably the best coaster there. Phobia is really good too, though. But Boulder Dash, it's a good ride. Anyone else?
Yeah, I've been to Lake Compounds. Oh, obviously Boulder Dash. When it ran great, exquisitely in 2019, I got on it 6 straight times. I got beaten up in the back, but it was just a great experience going through the terrain. Kind of remind me of a lot of Beast. I don't know if you guys concur with that. It reminds me of the Beast with the terrain. What you guys think?
To a point.
Yeah, I love it. I love the terrain.
The terrain looks nice, even though I haven't been on the coaster. But I've seen videos of it.
Next up, I'm going to let Ace take this one away. I got to go grab something. Ace, King the Ka versus Dragster.
Well, obviously, King the Ka. Speaking from the man himself, Mr. Ka.
I don't know about that one. I think Dragster kind of takes the
And
lead.
you know why King the Ka is better too? You have more airtime. You didn't have no airtime really with, unless you, of course, going up the top hat, but you got more airtime coming up that 129-foot tall second hill. So that's what really puts it over the top.
Dragster has the
Definitely
lap
King
bar.
the Ka's good.
But you know what? There's a trick. See, here's the deal. It's all psychology, guys. Sammy, you just ignore the lap bar. You can ignore it.
Ignore it.
Yeah. I mean, excuse me, over the shoulder horn. It don't bother me. It don't bother me at all. Because you know why? You know, me not being pretty much a large person, I have so much space between me and the over shoulder harness, so it don't bother me at all.
I see why. I understand it.
You know, I don't care about that.
I just like Dragster a little more with like the way it was.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like the launch was definitely
People say that.
kick. And the station is just like heading up into that station, like it was so hype.
Yeah. It's an excellent station, but yeah, of course, that's why I take Kyle over it. Dragster, we're all gonna miss it. The old Dragster, of course. I wish that they had never had to change it. You know.
I'm excited for the change. It looks better.
Yeah.
Back to you, Wood.
Yeah.
Next.
No way, man's just got ice cream in the meantime.
Yep.
I mean, I think I think probably Ka for me.
I say it's tough because my final rides on Dragster pushed it over Ka for me, but Ka is just so good, so I might have to say Ka. It's very tough though.
And before you guys go, I heard y'all alluding to Turbo Boost. That's the name of it. Turbo Boost is exquisite. I never got on a Turbo Boost top thrill Dragster ride. So yeah, God, that's another reason why I like it. It just flies over the top hat at Turbo Boost.
I've gotten a boost mode ride on Dragster.
Boost mode is just
Dragster is like above everything.
It's just phenomenal on Ka. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Nothing like
next up. What is everyone's favorite or best Six Flags Park, Cedar Fair Park, and SeaWorld / Busch Park? Ace, you want to go first?
You mean like basically overall, just for each one? I'm gonna say my favorite.
Chain. What's the best in each chain?
Oh, the best in each chain. I would have to say overall, when you look at, especially when I'm incorporating this year, would have to be Great Adventure for Six Flags. As for Cedar Fair, that's easy. That's Kings Island. And for SeaWorld Busch, it's a hard one, but I'm gonna have to go with the greatest coaster in the world's park, and that's Busch Gardens Tampa, which has the Great Iron Gwazi.
Bacon Chris?
So for Six Flags, I would say Great Adventure because it has a really good collection of rides and the most B&Ms. Cedar Fair would definitely be Cedar Point, the roller coaster capital of the world. And for SeaWorld, I'll have to say SeaWorld Orlando, the roller coaster capital of Orlando.
Over the Busch Gardens parks?
Yep.
Wow.
Six Flags Park. I have to say Great Adventure because I haven't been to Fiesta, and Magic Mountain was only so good. The coasters are good. The park wasn't like anything outstanding. So I'm gonna go with Great Adventure for Six Flags Park. Cedar Fair Park. That one's a tough one. Man, I think I'm gonna have to go with Kings Island.
Yeah.
And then SeaWorld / Busch Park. I'm gonna have to go Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, with a close second being SeaWorld Orlando.
What about Tampa?
Wow.
I mean, there's just not a lot to do there. That was the only problem. Besides, like, you have the safari, and there's 2 flats, and then a couple coasters. The park just kind of feels old.
There's a lot to do at Busch Gardens.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Busch Gardens, Williamsburg has Europe, and they go big on the food.
No, we're talking Tampa.
Busch Gardens, Tampa.
Africa.
Yeah.
Tampa's all about, wild animals.
Egypt. Yeah. Surprised you didn't have Busch Gardens Tampa up there, Sammy. That's a first. It's a great park.
I mean, the rides there were good. I just didn't think it was anything spectacular.
It's a great park.
Or as Ace would say, exquisite.
All right. Next up,
I think it's great.
I'm going to go. I'd say the best Six Flags park overall, I do think it is Fiesta, Texas. Overall.
Oh.
Then for Cedar Fair, it's Kings Island for me.
Yep.
Better than Cedar Point. Cedar Point is not what it used to be.
Exactly. I concur.
The SeaWorld chain, having been to all 7 parks, I would say Busch Gardens, Williamsburg.
That's a good pick.
I would say Great Adventure and Kings Island, and I haven't been to Busch Gardens Williamsburg actually, but I'd say Busch Gardens Tampa.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, everybody agrees with the Kings Island because Kings of obviously what's going on with the last 2 years has been a train wreck, especially with Coastal Mania. It's really put a sour taste in all of our mouths. I'm sure you was with us too, Jack, and Sam, all of y'all were with me except Bacon Chris. It's terrible. So Kings Island has endless land, and Cedar Point's landlocked. And the operations, would you agree, guys? The operations at Cedar Point is not that great compared to Kings Island.
Depends on the ride.
Definitely.
It sucks. Excuse me.
I saw a video on Coaster Studios about.
Yeah, Coaster Stock was great.
Yeah, they do like videos like King Island operations, and they also did Cedar Point operations, and they rate it. If you ever watch Coaster Studios.
Oh, interesting. But yeah, Coaster Stock, Sammy and Jack, and of course Colin, y'all should join it if y'all do get a chance. You've thought about that, Sammy? Doing Coaster Stock at Kings Island?
Probably not till like I'm out of high school. It's like
you too, Colin.
Yeah, it kind of
Jack?
interrupts with
it's
our
a very there's other
is
things that like I need to miss for, and that's not one of my events.
Yeah, what about you, Jack?
What time of year is it?
May.
Memorial Day, a week before Memorial Day weekend.
It was like May 20th last year.
It's always a week before Memorial Day weekend.
I might go this year.
Yeah, I'll be there with Bob. So come join. It's great. 2-day event. Beast, Orion, Racer tours, great tours.
We are going to take a pause right there. And just to answer your question in the chat, I'm currently munching on raspberry sorbet Haagen-Dazs.
Wow. Oh my God, Colin, raspberry? I'm about to drop that right now. I can't believe you get anything other than chocolate, cookies, and cream. Wow, that's great to hear, Colin. Wow, I did not know you were raspberry.
Ice cream could be so interesting, Ace.
No, I never knew that you would like a fruit ice cream. I thought you would like cookies or chocolate ice cream. I'm really, really happy and proud of you. You're really, really becoming. You're developing an eclectic palate. That's really nice.
Well, I'm glad I made you proud, Ace.
Anytime. That's great, man.
But we're going to pause here for a second because we are actually going to be setting up the game.
Okay.
So, like I said earlier in the stream, for those of you who just joined, The game has 21 Great Adventure questions and 10 Hollywood Studios questions. So it's on, what is it called, Sammy?
It's called GimKit.
Very similar to Kahoot, just supposedly better, according to Sammy.
Do you want me to explain it?
Go for it.
So basically what happens is everyone is against each other, and you want to get as much money as possible in the game. And you can do that by upgrading yourself. So there's like a shops after you answer a couple questions. It might be like $3, and then you can have like a multiplier that will allow you to get like $5 each question. So the first person to get, I think it was $250,000, like wins the game. Colin, did they win anything?
We'll see.
We'll see. So it could be a shout out, could be a T-shirt, could be bragging rights. We don't know. It's all up to Colin, right, guys?
Yep.
So the idea is that there's like 30 something questions, and they're all mixed up for everyone. So it's not going to be like it's on your own time, and you might get the same question a couple times, all depending. So yeah, that's kind of the game. Any questions in the chat?
No.
Looks good, guys.
All right. So, Sammy, are you able to present it on your end, or do I have to do it?
I can do it. I got
Okay.
you.
The link for the game will be posted momentarily, guys. I'm going to let Sammy handle it.
Let's see. I figured it out. Look at that.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
All right. So you're going to go to that link right there. Go gimkit.com/join and enter that code right there that you see on screen. We'll give you all a few minutes to join.
Yeah, we'll go.
Bacon, Chris, Ace, if you guys would like to participate, feel free.
Yeah, they should, because they have no clue what the questions are.
Jack, you can too. Sammy and I wrote the questions. Wow, people are loading in quick.
Yeah.
Wow.
People figured it out. That's crazy.
But guys, the game is very self-explanatory. It shouldn't be difficult.
If there's any
And-
questions, Colin, just I can't see them, so just let me know.
Yep.
GADV enthusiast.
So currently there's 39 concurrent viewers. So I'm going to assume half of you will play. So we'll let
People
it get
can also join mid-game.
What?
People can also join mid-game. I turned it on.
Okay.
I don't
You
see
all
Ace
join?
in here yet.
Ace,
I don't have my laptop. I only have this phone right here. I'm using it as a stream.
Yeah, I don't think you can do both at once.
Yeah, my laptop's down here.
That's why Bacon
Down
Chris
for
is blacked out now.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I
Bacon
think
Chris, can you hear us? I guess not.
Also,
I
some of the
think-
Great Adventure questions are not easy.
I don't think Chris can hear with the stream and the game at the same time,
Yeah, I think that he's trying to figure it out.
That's
or
unfortunate.
the lights went out. I don't know.
Also, I do not see Bob in here or Phil. This is a problem.
Yeah, Bob, come on. You got to
Come on, Phil.
participate.
I'm still here, guys.
Oh,
Oh, good.
So I'm just trying to log on to the game.
oh, okay.
Oh, Jack, we have both Jacks playing. This will
Wow.
determine who's going to win.
Yeah, this is the real fight.
Yeah, this
The
is
real battle
this is
here.
the fight to the death.
I'll give it another minute and a half.
Yeah. 19 is a pretty good amount, actually.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's better than some of the other quizzes we've had in the past.
Yeah. Sammy, Jack wants to know why this is the Walmart version of Kahoot.
That is a good question. I cannot answer that right now.
All right. Sammy, I'm going to say in about 1 second you can start it.
I'm waiting for Phil.
Yeah, I'm still not. The thing is that I tried entering the code and it's not letting me join.
Did you enter the code correctly?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, you could join mid-game, Sammy. I think you should just start it up now.
All right, we got 20 players. It's game time.
Oh, boy. I'm going to mute that. Oh, okay then. So that's how this works. This is very similar to Blook It. I don't know what's going on right now. So
So it doesn't look like anyone's winning yet. Everyone's just losing, as you can see by the number
Oh
on the
my
screen. Someone's in the lead. Chase is in first place. followed by Coaster Joe.
Oh, you can buy stuff with your money.
Yeah, so there's power ups, and I put there's also like mean power ups, so you can like stop someone's screen and do things like that. So we got 23 players now.
Apparently I can't leave the shop though after I've clicked on it.
There should be an X in the top corner or something,
Hmm.
like a back button. Everyone is just losing money. Everyone is not doing good at this. Colin, I think we made this too hard.
You
Did
made
I?
this game. This game, I've never seen a game like this before. Wow.
Okay, all right, we're back.
A dollar, a measly dollar, a diminutive dollar.
We have 24 people now. Ace's #1 fan is in first place.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware store.
That's funny.
Yeah, making Chris's humor.
Chase takes the lead. Chase has upgraded money per question to level 2. And Ace's #1 fan takes the lead. I think people are starting to figure it out, Colin.
Oh yeah.
No, the
That's
question
$22
is getting
now.
easier.
I mean, Colin really made one of the questions. What is Colin's number 26 coaster? Like, how mean can he be? Jack is taking the lead, and Jack Sass is all the way down at the bottom.
Oh.
Ace's #1 fan is still in the lead. How do you feel, Ace?
Sammy, why did you give
Wow.
no points to how on the question how many credits has or how many defunct coasters has Colin ridden? And then I said I have no clue, and I didn't get points.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
You're still in the lead, Jack.
yeah.
Oh, now you're not.
It's great.
Wow.
People are starting to level up a little bit more. This is going good, guys. This is going good. With 24 people in the game.
Who's in first?
Ace's #1 fan is still in first, followed by Jack. Jack Sassa
Oh,
is
wow.
now crawling up. Jack, you might want to watch your back a little bit. $55 in the screen. I wonder how many people have Great Adventure History open right now.
Excuse me.
Ace's #1 fan upgraded to streak bonus to level 2. Wonder who Ace's
This is
#1
#1 fan is killing it.
Yeah, I wonder who that is.
Hmm.
Jack Sassa has officially beat Jack. Jack, how do you feel?
Wow. I did not see that coming.
Jack, I thought you said you were better.
He's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's a close race between both of them now.
I just don't know the Colin trivia ones.
They're not easy.
Colin's being very mean about some of those. Colin's 26 roller coaster.
What is up, Austin? Sorry, I just saw that. Has anyone dethroned Ace? Oh,
Jack Sassa in
Oh my
#1
God.
place. He's probably getting all the Colin ones right, and then when he gets to the Great Adventure ones, he's like, oh. So the top 5 right now. Oh, Jack just beat. Oh, never mind. Ethan Sports is officially taking the lead, with Jerry now taking the lead, with Ethan Sports in second. Now Jack is back in second. Jack Sassa is in third. Ethan Sports in fourth, and David in fifth.
Thank goodness no money's going down.
The money has not gone down in a while. It's only going up. Oh, that just went down. Never mind. Now we're going back up. Chase is officially taking the lead 24 people still in the game.
This graph looks like my YouTube analytics.
Oh, the questions are repeating.
Yeah, some of them do repeat.
Oh, Jack Sassa fell from grace. Chase is
Probably-
now winning.
Jack Sassa probably bought something, and that made his money go down.
Oh.
Ethan Sports is still in the lead. Once you upgrade to like level 4 or 5, that's game for you. Like, you are good. Colin, has there been a prize picked out yet?
I'm still pondering it.
Is it whoever gets the 2,000 or 250,000 first wins that much money from your YouTube?
How long is that going to take?
Yeah, how long is that gonna take? Not even gotten to 1,000.
I don't know. That was literally just the baseline, whatever it was. That was like the lowest it could go.
Jesus. Wow.
Oh, people are rising now. There we
Wow,
go.
very slowly.
We may do a prize. How long is this going to take, though?
That's a good question.
Jack Sassa says, bro, this is hard. Colin, nobody knows your 26th favorite roller coaster. I know it.
I only know it because I was told what it was.
I haven't released my top 50 or anything in a little while, so it's just a shot in the dark.
You should have made like a number. Like, it should have been like, what's Colin's number 3? That you can at least make like a guess.
Yeah, but you gotta make it hard.
We're getting in the thousands now. So people are understanding the game.
This is taking forever.
Some people have quit though.
I might have to jump in and boost the money count.
Well, it's first to that much money, not a collective.
Maybe
So what we're gonna do, Ace, could you please keep your conversation a little quieter?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay. So while this is going on, I'm gonna continue in the chat to keep those who aren't playing entertained. Let's see.
And you're more than welcome to still join the game.
Yeah, you can join the game if you'd like.
Code.
Have you ever touched any wood while riding El Toro? I almost read that wrong. Hands look really close in those videos. Is it a potential risk? No. No.
Yeah, that's a tough one because how far is that? Now that I think of it, if you're in the right seat, how far is that if you're like literally trying to reach out there? It's pretty far over, right?
It's far enough. That's all.
No, hell no. You're constantly moving. You're not like even good. It's not like going up a small, slow chain lift. So no, it's not a good idea. Wow.
Next up.
I never touched a wood.
Oh. What do you think the next coaster is to be taken down at Great Adventure?
Oh my God. Jesus. I have no idea.
Skull Mountain.
Skull Mountain.
Come on.
It wouldn't surprise me if Skull Mountain was taken out before some other things.
Yeah. Oh, maybe Skull Mountain. I could see this. I'm gonna go a little bit on a tangent right now. You take out parts of, like Colin alluded to this earlier in our conversation yesterday. Take out the Skull Mountain and turn it into like a Verboten thing. I could see something like that. I don't want to see no coasters go. That's the best answer to that question that I have.
Maybe Harley Quinn Crazy Train because it's rough.
That's a good one. It's a good coaster.
Oh, it's picking up now, Sammy. Wow.
Yeah, I see that. I'm looking at.
Oh wow, 16,000. There we go. Oh, we spoke too
Thinking
soon.
about what I'm going to make the prize now.
You spoke too soon now.
Look at that.
Oh, Ace, we need the super chat horn.
Ooh,
I thought that was a Tom thing.
wasn't even ready. Yeah, that's my thing too.
John, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. On the 23rd of this month, I will be participating in Scares for Cares again for my 4th year. Bloodshed again. Hopefully you see you there. For those of you who don't know, Scares for Cares is an event hosted by one of the coaster clubs in New Jersey where they go ahead and they volunteer to work at Great Adventure as scare actors, and they get to scare people in the mazes and everything, and all the money goes towards a good cause, which I think is a really cool thing. So if you are interested, definitely look into it. It's a great opportunity and helps a good cause. Let's see. Sammy, I heard you don't like Medusa. Why not?
What?
I just don't like. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't.
Wow. So vague, Sammy.
I don't know. It's not fun.
There you go, Sammy.
Feel better, Ace?
No, it's not a matter of feeling better. At least you had something to back it up. You
Yeah.
justified it. That's good.
Someone has
It's understood.
-8.
51,000.
I'll go 0.
Question for Sammy from Jack Sasson. Why is your forehead bigger than King Dakot's drop?
Oh shit! Oh my
Well,
god!
why is your last name? Why is your last name? I don't have anything.
Yeah, you can't come up with anything. You've screwed there. I mean, I would have gone for his nose before I went for his forehead.
Oh my god! This
Wow.
Oh my god!
This guy's canceled Hollywood 2023.
Jesus Christ!
I just rode Cyborg on Friday. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Well, it's a fun ride.
I agree. It's good.
You know, what's better, Twister or Cyborg? I think Twister is a little better, but Cyborg is still good.
I think
Oh,
Cyborg.
Got a winner.
Wow. Congratulations, Ethan Sports 11, for taking the victory by far. Absolutely smoked the competition. Wow.
Someone really top throw-2'd this.
Wow. Look at that. Great job, Jack Sasso. You ended with $57.
Wow, Jack.
It's like his bank account.
We lost Ace. But congratulations, Ethan. Hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you guys all enjoyed the game. It was a good test, actually, to see how this system works, and now I know to use it next time.
There's a lot of different modes, too. There's an Infinity War mode.
There's an Infinity War mode?
Where you have to, like, collect all 6 Infinity Stones.
Wow.
And then
cool.
you snap out of the existence.
So what's the prize for
So
Jack?
what is the prize, Colin?
The prize is a nice hand clap.
Next time
If
you
I-
want a Hollywood shirt.
Next time we do it, because I didn't really have time to prepare for this, Sammy was like, last minute, hey, you want to do a trivia game? So next stream, we will have prizes for it. But not this time.
Maybe a Hollywood.
Congratulations, Ethan Sports.
Maybe a
You
T-shirt.
Get bragging rights for the rest of eternity that you won the Hollywood Studios game kit.
Yep, the first ever one, actually.
The first ever game kit on Hollywood
Yeah.
Studios. Rode every coaster with inversions and King Dakot and Toro for the first time on Thursday and discovered how much I love coasters. I'm glad to hear that. Welcome to the coaster community. I started doing my first solo enthusiast trips to Great Adventure this year. I met Ace on my first solo ride, and he hung out with me and showed me the enthusiast community. Just wanted to say thank you to him. Ace, this is
Anytime.
saying this.
Anytime.
Where'd you go?
No, I'm right here.
I can't see you.
I know. I'm walking around.
Let's see. I feel like that side of the park with Nitro and stuff is perfect now. I hope now the Frontier area starts seeing investments. I think the only thing the Nitro side of the park really needs was, I mean, of course, this is me being nitpicky, which I can definitely tend to be. For starters, I think that Metropolis, they should load up that area next to where the far end of Flash is going to be with the twisting drop. They should load that area up with some more flat rides themed to DC and really border it off from the rest of the park so you can't see the backstage areas. I still think something needs to be done with the Batman Stunt Arena, and I think all of Movietown and Metropolis should just be conjoined into DC Universe with subsections of Gotham City and Metropolis. I think that would be good.
And a transit authority ride.
And I do think the Pine Barrens area should become more pronounced. I think Congo Rapids should be rethemed to something more Pine Barrens-y. And I think Nitro should receive some form of theming that resembles that of the Pine Barrens, because they could really do something awesome with a Pine Barrens type area theme. I think Golden Kingdom, but more for like the woods as opposed to an African lair or temple or whatever it's themed to. So I definitely think there's some cool things they could do over there in time. And another thing, I know I've probably said this a couple of times at this point, but I would love to see the boardwalk get rethemed to like a Air Force base and see them retheme Green Lantern to Shockwave and Superman to Mach 1. I think that would be great, but it'll never happen.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense because when you look at it, we did have a discussion about that many chats ago, in which everything is scattered. You can't have all of the DC stuff ever together if you don't go according to that plan. So yeah, put everything right where the Batman Movie Town section is currently is. That makes sense. Of course, use those names. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Next
I
up,
think they should demolish the showcase feeder.
I disagree.
No, we need that.
Oh.
That there is good for Christmas and for the holiday in the park and everything. You need to,
You're
of
right
course,
for that.
yeah, demolish the arena. That's what they need to demolish. It's dilapidated.
Next up, top 5 Cedar Fair coasters. I actually have to look at my list for that because Cedar Fair is stacked with good coasters.
Oh, that's easy for me because I could go off my top 10, my top 20. It's not that hard. I already got, as you can see, I told you my top 10. So obviously that's Steve, which is still Vengeance, and Leviathan. No, excuse me. Steel Vengeance, Orion, and Leviathan. And then after that would pretty much be Millennium Force. So yeah, those are the top ones. Maverick.
I'm going to jump in no order particular. It's Fury, I-305, Steel Vengeance, Twisted Timbers, Maverick.
I'm sorry, guys. I screwed up because I don't even have that top of my head. Excuse me. How could I do that? I meant Fury. Then, did I say Fury, Orion, Leviathan, Maverick, and then Millennium Force? Your top 5.
You forgot Steel Vengeance and I-305 and Twisted
That's why I've had my Fury. Actually, what did I say? It's Fury, then Steel Vengeance, then Orion, then Leviathan, then Orion, and yeah.
You said
it's
Orion?
I have Magnum, Millie, Maverick, I-305, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider is definitely top 10 for Cedar. It's actually just outside my top 5 for Cedar Fair.
Wow. You like Ghost Rider? Wow. More than Mystic Timbers?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Not by Ghost Rider's great. Yeah, Ghost Rider's crazy. It's ridiculous.
For my top 5, I would say Millennium Force, Maverick, Gatekeeper, Raptor, Twisted Timbers, never rode Steel Vengeance.
What about I-305?
Oh yeah, I-305. Yeah, I love I-305.
Colin, do you think Ruru is rough? I don't think it's that rough.
No.
It's an all right ride. It's got a pretty cool second half. That's what kind of makes the ride for me.
Yeah, it was painful when it was Mantis at the stand-up coaster.
So this question here, I have a video to accompany it, if it would pull up. There we go. But I don't know exactly which one was my first, but thankfully, because of the era I was born in, I am able to show you some of my experiences.
Wow.
It's not something everybody gets to have, but
oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Great Adventure in 2008. So
where are you?
You can see my mom and I right there where my cursor is. Coming around now, Taz Tornado, now known as Storm Chaser. There's little me right there.
Why does that kid look like he's about to fall out?
That's me.
No, not you. The kid in front of you.
Oh. There I am.
Oh wow, with your dad.
Dad's filming.
Oh, okay.
We drove down the railway. There's little me.
Oh my God, the same eyes. Oh my God, his eyes never changed. Wow.
Me and my dad and my uncle on Pepe Le Pew teacups in Seaport.
Oh wow.
This is pretty much right where Jersey Devils benches are now.
Your dad, wow.
Yeah, you have to read the King Goblin.
Yeah, he was heavier too. Your dad was heavier. He's skinnier now.
Us in the airplane right there. That's me right there.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Where you playing on fire?
There we go. Yeah, some really cool old footage there. Glad
That's
we
pretty
have
great. Yeah, that's good. You got to document it. Obviously,
Yep.
my first. Go ahead, guys. Good.
All it's saying is memories.
Yeah, my first coaster at Great Adventure in 1988 was the Runaway Train, obviously, because everybody was too chicken to do the Rolling Thunder. Nobody wanted to do anything else. And it was a rainy day too, and the crazy people were still going on the splash waterfalls, aka movie time water effect, getting wet when it was like 60 degrees. It was freezing. I'll never forget that rainy. I'll never forget that day. It was raining all day long, raining.
Next up, what is the oldest theme park souvenir each of you have? Mine is hanging on the wall right there. I can't really show you. It's I guess, an opening day pennant from Great Adventure, like like the baseball pennants with like the team on them. I have an original 1974 one right there.
Oh, I have two original, like first ever merchandise from Dorney Park.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have. I sent a picture to you guys before, you and your dad. I have a Six Flags Magic Mountain purple pen that I bought in 2006.
Wow.
Oh, look, Colin. I got a Hydra doll from. This was from 2008. And then I even got the Morgan Steel Force plush. And then
those were from. Those are pretty cool.
2009, I got a Maverick souvenir bottle that I still have.
Nice. Next up, do you think Twister will get taken down in the next 3 years? Unfortunately, I don't see it being long for this world, so we'll see.
Let's hope not. It's a great ride.
Definitely.
Yeah. There's not too many of them in our country.
Next up, let's see. Oh, we have a new addition to the slate of people on the stream tonight. We have Brian, Coaster Patch Shirt Guy. Welcome, Brian.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
How you doing?
Doing all right. How's everybody doing tonight?
Oh, great. How you doing, Brian?
Well,
Where's
enjoying the weekend. What? Oh, that's packed away.
Have you been to Great Adventure since going on tour 3 times?
No.
Oh, wow.
I went opening day for Toro, and that's been it so far.
Okay, yeah, you got your daughter and everybody. Everybody's good.
Oh yeah, everyone's good. I know this is her favorite holiday is Halloween, so I know I will be going to Great Adventure for Boo Fest, Sesame Place, obviously, and maybe even Dorney Park. With her, she likes all that stuff. So.
Oh, great. You just missed Colin's videos when he was a little bit 2-year-old and toddler getting on his first rides with his dad and mom and everybody.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll rewatch it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to the next question. Any idea why Great Adventures open a couple of random Mondays and Thursdays this month? Is that accurate? Well, it's the Thursdays are for Fright Fest Power Hours. I don't know about the Mondays though.
That's pretty cool.
Has anyone looked at the holiday schedule? Because usually if it's like a religious holiday and schools are closed, then
that's right. Yeah, they just holiday.
What did make me mad is that I was going to go to Great Adventure during the week this week, like middle of the week, but they stopped daily operations tomorrow, even though school doesn't start for most people until Wednesday or Thursday.
Aren't there like 2 Jewish holidays that the park is closed, which is great?
Okay, I found what the person was talking about. So Great Adventure is open on 9/11 and September 18th. But then from there, it's just the Safari, not Great Adventure, that's open on Mondays. So I'm not really too sure. I'm surprised they're open on 9/11 for seemingly no real reason. But I don't know. Let's see. Most memorable / favorite coaster credit and park experience. I'll let you guys go first.
Go ahead, Bacon Chris.
I I think the most. There's a lot of them that I can't figure out. I think maybe telling everyone when I was waiting in line for Twisted Timbers that this is my 100th roller coaster, and I think the one time, you know, Colin, you know I do voice impressions, right?
Yeah, you could do a couple right now if you want.
Yeah, one time I was on waiting in line to go on Oscar's Wax the taxi. I even did Elmo voices, like I was excited with going around, and I never bid on. I try to be cool like Elmo, like whatever. If you ask Elmo what his favorite roller coaster at Hershey Park is, he'll say Wildcat's Revenge, and Steel Vengeance is his favorite.
Oh yeah. What other impressions do you have?
You got a great cartoon voice. Go for it, Chris. Making Chris.
Well, do you know who I am, darling?
Oh, Edna.
Nuggets! Oh boy, pal!
What can you do? Despicable Me?
Bill!
Have you ever thought of doing voice acting professionally?
You should do voice acting. Seriously, your impressions are unbelievable.
Wow, your voice is better than Tom's voice for voices. You got the best voice. You got the. Oh wow, your voice is great for it. That's funny. Wow.
Yeah, those were very good. Thank you for that.
That was impressive. That was really good.
Any others?
What was that?
Any others? Oh, don't we have more questions?
Any other questions?
A lot of questions.
Impressions.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes the funniest one that I ever done is from Monsters Inc. I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching.
Yeah,
that is the funniest.
Just like the movie.
Yeah,
That's
this
pretty
is
spot on.
Let's see. For Ace and Brian too, because this applies to him too. The Flash or the Chiller?
Right. It's hard to say because I've never. It's impossible. I've never gone on the Flash, but right now the Chiller until I get on the Flash next year, and I can say otherwise, perhaps.
Yeah, that's gonna have to be a question after the Flash is open.
Yeah.
But right now, it would be Robin's side of Chiller.
Yeah, I would say the Batman side of Chiller if he was going to pick between the two, because I like that top hat, which we was rarely able to do because it was always closed.
It was fun, but I don't know. Robin was.
Yeah,
I
it was
enjoyed
long.
that better.
Yeah, Robin was 100 feet long, absolutely. And, that's what we had. But yeah, that Batman side always got me with that top hat.
Looked good, but Mr. Freeze looks much better.
Mr. Freeze is way better. It's a mile. I don't know if you've been on the Freeze. Have you been on it, Brian? Mr. Freeze, any one of the two? Yeah, Mr. Freeze is much better.
And they're both excellent. Really, really.
Yeah,
amazing.
they're both they're clones. So that's way better than Chiller because you got those that top hat and that spike. Much better.
You have the vertical spike, which really makes the ride. But you also have that overbank that you just fly through.
And listen, you know what? We lost the Chiller, but when you get on but thank God you got to do it, Colin, you and your dad. Once you do the Mr. Freeze, it's like that renders the Chiller moot as far, even though it's one of our favorite coasters back in the 2000s when we got to ride it, like me and your dad and everybody else. But yeah, that takes care of that at Mr. Freeze.
We got a question for Bacon Chris. Bacon Chris, what are your most anticipated Cedar Fair parks?
What's anticipated mean?
The ones you're most excited for.
Well, this year I'm planning in 2024. I'm planning on going to Carowinds to ride Fury 325 and do. Hopefully, I'll do Cedar Point and Kings Island.
Nice.
That's
I
a
just
nice
need more
combination.
credits. I want to ride Steel Vengeance. Never rode Steel Vengeance. Never rode Val Raven, Top Roll 2, and Wild Mouse. And I got to ride the 2 kitty coasters.
Oh yes.
Yeah. One day you should go to Dollywood. I've been to Dollywood, and I think almost everyone here, or half of us, have been there. Half of us.
I've never been there.
It's November.
Yeah, so
But
half of us have been there. Myself,
But
Brian,
what's the
and
best
Ace. It's an
coaster
excellent
there?
park. Lightning Rod.
You say myself, Brian, and me.
I've been there.
I might have said that. I really don't know, honestly. I'm a little out of it
Guys,
today.
half of us. Myself,
No, I've
Brian.
been to Dollywood 3 times, 3 visits.
But yeah, Dollywood's a great park.
It is, but it's just too crowded. But you have to make the best of it.
Would you guys go on Hellcat at Clementon Park again?
Hell no.
Yeah, maybe once. It's
I'm
interesting.
Hellcat was closed. Hellcat was closed for the whole year when I last visited there. This year.
Oh, wow.
It's
And
true.
And I asked an employee if they're ever going to reopen it. And they said
They
that
did.
this ride's never going to open for the rest of the year.
Listen, guys. I rode that, I believe, 2 years ago, in the front row. Let's just say it's Hellcat for a reason. It literally beat the hell out of you. Even in the front row, both times that I rode it, I was like, I cannot ride any other row. I have to get my money's worth because you have to pay to get into the park. So might as well ride it 2 times instead of 1 time. Have you been on it, Brian?
I have not. I haven't been to Clementon Park yet.
Oh, okay.
I rode it once in the back, and I think once in the front, and a few other times in the middle. The back just murdered me. I rode it in 2017, so it was a while ago, but it just destroyed me.
Oh, it destroyed me in 2021. Oh my God. Oof.
Clementon Park is actually not safe because I've been on like one of their this complex water slide where it's like this water playground sort of, and basically they had no lifeguards watching the water slides.
Wow.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah,
That's a
and
collection of duty.
yeah, kids were going in not too many at a time, so I had to be my own lifeguard. But at
Wow.
Dorney Park at Seaside Splash Works, they have a lifeguard at the end of the slide, which is a lot safer, and the lifeguard tells you when it's safe to go.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then next time I go to Clementon Park, I'm just gonna go ride Hellcat, credit, then forget it.
What about the kiddie coaster? Do you got the kiddie coaster already?
I already got the kiddie coaster.
It didn't exist when I went.
Oh wow.
It was like under construction or something the time I went, but I ended up riding Hellcat like 6 or 7 times, which is more than I thought I would. But
Lake Compounds put out a post saying that they're going to announce something about Wildcat. I'm pretty sure they're giving it 208 retrack from what
Yeah, I'd heard the whole thing was getting 208.
Or Titan Track.
Titan Track, that's what I meant.
Titan Track. So they're keeping the layout, making it so it doesn't destroy you.
So basically, it's going to be the same credit no matter what, yeah, because it's going to be the same credit.
Yeah. El Toro or Viper? El Toro.
Viper. What? El Toro, of course, 1,000,000 times over.
Viper.
Ah!
Have you been on Viper?
No.
Okay, then.
What is rougher, Millennium Force or Nitro? Millennium Force, by far.
Yeah.
Much rougher.
Yeah.
They're both like glass smooth.
But it's smooth.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
Nitro has a
What are you,
rattle,
like a
and
bad
Millie
back or
has
something?
Millie
I
has
don't know. Row 10 on Nitro is really bad.
Millie has one of the strongest rattles of any coaster
I
out
got
there.
O'Brien, so that's funny.
pretty much all of the Intamin mega coasters have a pretty bad rattle.
Yeah. What did Brian say? I missed it.
He said row 10
Row
on
10 on Nitro is really bad. Don't ride
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, dragging along really bad there.
It's bumpy. It's not good.
There you go, Ace. Jack Sasso says that. I'm not reading it.
We all
Maybe, Chris should read it in a voice.
You recommend Kings Dominion in the fall? Probably. Haunt's really good at all the Cedar Fair parks. So Go for
I've
it.
done the Ace event that's in the fall there, 2019. They do a good job with the haunt there.
Let's see. This is all from the game here. Does it blow anyone else's mind that both of Tom's main character traits came into existence in 1974? Huh?
Oh, the Devils in Great Adventure.
Oh, I see.
It really does blow my mind, Jangles.
Jangles is really obsessed with Tom.
I know.
Almost like they're the same. It's funny if they're the same person. Imagine that.
That would be something.
I think it's just, I don't know.
So you got a lot.
Wait, no, Jangles is Tom's brother.
You got Tom's
long lost brother.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
I forgot that Tom's last name is Tom Frontbottom.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, I thought his
Yeah.
last name was Trax.
Tom Trax.
Oh, Tracks? I don't know.
No, it's a
We should do
stage.
trivia of how much rides can me, Colin, and Sammy get on Green Lantern. I don't know how
That'd be
many I
funny.
can take. If I
can do
can
it.
have the seat the way I need the seat to be, I could do it all day.
I
But-
told Jamera we gotta do a competition who can stand Toro the longest.
Yeah.
You die out pretty quick, Colin.
I would just sit there as long as I had a non-wheeled seat.
Sammy.
What's up?
How many do you think you could do on Green Lantern?
How many can I do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never really had a problem on Green Lantern. I'm sure I can go pretty long.
And so you could pretty much, so you don't hurt your crotch, you could probably put the seat like sit down literally, like that's the key to the Green Lantern is pretty much pretending that you're sitting and pretending that you're standing but you're sitting down. That's how you do it and make it like a sit down.
Sitting down hurts on that ride. It's a stand-up.
I think that would hurt your crotch more.
Stand up to your fears. Do you not read the mantra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what really rocked? Pipeline rocked. That coaster is awesome.
Pipeline is awesome. Did you like? How about the airtime, Sammy? The
That
pops
was
of airtime.
awesome.
I loved it.
That was my favorite at the park.
Yeah, I want to ride the hell out of that when I go back there again. That ride is crazy. I hope they
I
come
never
up with-
rode it, but I want to ride Pipeline. I bet it would be a lot better than Green Lantern
Yeah.
and all the other stand-ups.
Yeah.
I like
What you,
Lantern. It blew that out of the water.
yeah. What you think, Brian? The way Pipeline looks,
I think it looks great.
it is great.
It's interesting.
I know you can't wait, Colin.
Yeah.
It's exquisite.
All right, we're gonna move on. Let's see. This is okay. Here we go. The Flash is listed as being part of Movie Town on the website. I think that might just be a mistake because the entrance certainly is not going to be in Movie Town. So,
I think they're
Yeah.
considering the whole Metropolis area part of Movie Town.
but they still have
Yeah.
Justice League Cyborg listed as Metropolis.
Or it'll just be one giant queue with no switchbacks.
That would be pretty funny.
Yeah, like the what's that coast? I think the Boss at St. Louis.
Yes, the
just
boss. It's just a long straight line.
Great long queue.
Yeah,
And the one at Great America.
American Eagle. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another long one. Oh my God, it takes forever to get
How
there.
was Sesame Place? It was a bit crowded, you know. A good thing I got to ride Wacky Taxi twice. Vapor Trail wasn't that long.
Ace, was that you that
Oh,
commented
Wacky
that?
Taxi.
You said what?
Was that you that
Speaking of-
commented the Chris thing? It's the Ace Basin Studios.
Oh no, I didn't say anything about that.
No,
No,
it was
I
your name on.
Yeah, I don't
I
know what
think
that
that
is.
is-
We're gonna move on though. We're gonna move on to Oscar's Wacky Taxi over El Toro.
Ace's brother.
I don't know about that.
El Toro's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so.
LA, man.
El Toro's Oscar's Wacky Taxi should be called El Toro Jr. And then they have Rosita. And then
I don't know. Those gravity group trains are more comfortable though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris, are you able to do an Oscar the Grouch impression?
Go ahead.
yeah. Oh, I love trash. Now scram.
Wow,
That's a good one.
that's impressive,
Wait.
man.
Kind of like Roz.
Wait, Chris, I have a question.
What?
Are you able to do a Colin impression?
Yeah, do a
I
Colin.
don't know how to do full impression.
Just make
What
your
about
voice
Ace?
sound
Can you do
nasally
a
and annoying.
impression?
Let me try. Hold up. Hey guys, this is Colin from Collywood Studios. As you can see, Wow, there's a lot of rides closed today.
Hey guys.
It's not Magic Mountain, it's Tragic Mountain.
Yeah.
Except I'm not that critical.
No, that sounds like Colin.
Could you do it?
Yeah.
Could you do a Hollywood Studios impression? You're probably better at it than I am.
Me?
Sam.
Sammy, man.
Let me see. Hey guys, it's Colin from Hollywood Studios here, and today we're at Six Flags Great Adventure for another adventure day. We have Tom here, we have Jack here, we have Ace here. Oh, it's going to be a great day. We're going right to El Toro, obviously. And yeah, very excited for the day. Oh no, El Toro's closed. So we're going to head over to King Ka. Oh, that's closed too. We're going to head over to Medusa. Finally, we got a ride on Medusa.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
You close your eyes. It's
I'll
spot
try
on.
my best doing a Colin impression. Hey
Okay.
guys, it's Todd
Oh.
Collie from Hollywood Studios. And today I'm going to give you guys an update on the new Flash coaster coming in 2024.
Yeah, that tends to be like 90% of my videos anyway now, so I guess that's pretty spot on.
Those were good.
Don't quit
Those
your
were
day job, Chris.
Could you do one? Hollywood Studios impression?
Me?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Colin from Hollywood Studios.
No, you're not quick enough. You're not quick enough.
Oh right.
Colin
Okay.
talks too fast.
I think
I do
it was either Ace or Chris that won. I don't know.
Hey guys, it's Cloyne from Cloynewood Studios here.
Oh, that's right, Cloyne. I forgot
Owen,
about Cloyne.
the clone.
All right, we're gonna move on. Ghost Rider Night Ride beats Mystic Timbers. Well, Ghost Rider during the day too beats Mystic Timbers.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I never rode it, but I like how there's all these tunnels there.
Yeah. This is an interesting one. Jack, it's for you.
I guess I can read it. What is it like being a ginger? Have you faced any discrimination in the coaster community? Well, at the moment, no. But
Give it 5 minutes, and then it's coming.
Oh, man.
There's more than one coaster YouTuber who has red hair.
really,
There's the other one.
Really?
Oh, man. Ace,
I
we'll do
didn't know
you
that.
the better ride. The fast. We already did that.
Yeah. I'll just leave that there.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's a rough one.
That's crazy.
I have a media day kit from X at Six Flags Magic Mountain. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, that was what X2 used to be called. X.
Yep.
That's actually really. Austin has a lot of like really cool like bragging rights stuff.
But that was like when parks actually sent out media kits that had like nice packaging and everything and gave you a nice badge. Like they don't do that now. It's just email.
Yeah. And the emails usually aren't even sent on time.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's see here. My dad said Maverick is overhyped. No. Maverick is one of my personal favorite coasters. That's a ride. Every time I go to Cedar Point, that's the one I want to keep going back on. It's
You know,
such-
I love that.
you know what?
Launch.
Listen, it's crazy when you look at it. Say goodbye to Millie when it comes to it, or Draxler. No, that Western. Those are the best. Not only the best two coasters in the park, but the best Western ever. Vengeance and Mav. Wow, what a great 1-2 punch. Those are the best coasters. Side by side.
yeah.
It's not over. It's great.
Next up, question for Jack. I'm sending some tension between us. Can we squash the beef? Maybe you should learn how to spell sensing correctly.
Yeah.
But
I'd say that's probably the best way to go forward first.
I'm sending some tension for sensing. Wow.
let's see. What is better, Skyrush or Wildcat? Wildcat.
Wildcat's the best. in the park.
Wildcat too.
Wildcat. It's
Easily.
close, but it's Wildcat.
Sky
Oh, you
Rush.
got a cat out. Oh, that's right. You was there at the photo. That's right. Right. What do you call it? Media Day, Brian?
I was at Media Day, yes.
Me and Brian got like 15 rides on it at the coaster
Nice.
event.
No, the Coaster Crew event was one of the best events at Hershey I've been to. We got
literally riding
rides in and
It
out.
was like 12:30 in the morning, and we're like still riding it, and they're like, "Yeah,
Well,
we're
it
going."
was 12:03 when we got done. Let's not exaggerate.
Oh, was that when it got done?
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot later. Oh no, we were in the parking lot at like 12:30.
Yeah. No, we stopped. I had to get coffee to drive home. That was 12:30.
Yeah, and then I fell asleep.
Wow.
But that thing at night, holy.
Yeah, I'm going to
But
Coco.
that crew was hauling because you had every cycle pretty much. Sammy could attest.
Yeah,
You were engaging the lift, and the other train was going over you.
it sounded like a car crash. I was like, "Oh my god, someone's gonna die."
But it was just the timing was it was crazy. They were hauling, getting us through.
That's how it should always be.
Oh yeah, that would be nice if they could do that all the time.
Thank you, Joey. I wish Great Adventure got a Mr. Freeze clone instead. Ace, I know you feel very passionately about that, so I'll let you continue.
Oh yes, I actually, when I was coming back from New England, I spoke to a buddy of mine, y'all know, Omar, and I even spoke to Colin about this yesterday. That what they should do is they should take out they should relocate the Batman Dark Knight and put Mr. Freeze there if possible, or if it's too large, put it somewhere in the park. That'd be great to pay homage. That's the best way to pay homage to the Chiller, the ultimate. That's what we should have gotten at the beginning in '97. So yeah, that would be great. We would all be ecstatic because we all like Mr. Freeze. Have you been on a Mr. Freeze, guys? Jack or Sammy?
I have not.
No.
Jack? Oh wow. How about Brian? Have you been on a Mr. Freeze clone?
Didn't we just go over this? I have not.
Neither have I.
I feel like this was 5 minutes ago we had this brought up.
Only
said it was just too funny.
What a great
Groundhog Day here.
Yeah, it's
Question
great.
for Sammy: are you going to be working at the park during Fright Fest and Holiday in the Park?
Yeah, they have me on Toro till November 12th when we close Toro, and then I'm on Nitro.
Hold up, they bringing back the tour. Wow, I'm ecstatic. So they bringing back tour and car for the bonus days.
I know Toro's being there for the bonus days. Don't ask me about Ka. I don't know nothing about Ka.
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be great. We can marathon.
You heard it first. Sammy has confirmed Ka and Toro on the bonus days.
I did not.
Not fair. Take up like this channel. Let's build the thrill.
I was
Sammy is sharing confidential information.
not confidential, but just the schedule.
That's
Well,
technically confidential.
Thank you.
It is, but
I won't. That's great.
So if it's closed those days, then everyone right
People
to
are gonna
build the
riot.
thrill.
Right to Colin.
Yeah.
Colin's my
People are
boss.
gonna be
Go
suing
to
for
him.
park now, Sammy.
A
over
lot
there.
of people, according to Colin's my boss.
if they worked with you on the coaster, they would know exactly how that dynamic goes. Anyways, I know we barely not in 2024 and we have some announcements left, but do you think 2025 could be the best year of coasters? I think 24 is going to be a really good year for coasters, but 25 could be better.
For East Coast
we have
coasters,
some exciting things to look forward to, especially up here and around the country. So definitely cool things to look forward to.
I predict 2027 best year for coasters.
2059, that's going to be the one right there.
No, I'm telling you, 2037, that's going to be it.
2059, Brian will be walking himself over in his walker to get on the newest coaster.
God.
Oh, I think that'd be Ace. He'd
This
be
is
with the
gonna actually
Jazzy
be
going
a
up.
pass.
Let's see. Can't wait for the construction update. It's going to be special watching this ride get built. It's going to look beautiful. Yeah, I'm really excited to see some vertical construction start. We haven't seen footers start quite yet, so I'm probably going to put a hold on the construction updates until we see more progress.
Probably not
that's
till
in the
after
form
Fright
of-
Fest because of Aftermath.
What?
Probably not till after Fright Fest because of Aftermath. It goes over
They
the
could do the other area. There's a whole nother side to the coaster.
I mean, it all depends if they want to knock it out in one chunk, like however they want to do it.
It's gonna be.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they did move Aftermath so that they can work on the coaster. But
They
we'll
did not
see.
move Aftermath. I've checked.
Sammy, are you in charge of the construction of this coaster?
Yes, Built to Thrill. Built to Thrill will be building it. Vacoma's manufacturing it. I know, just there's a lot of disbelief going out there, but yes.
I thought we were hired, but then when they heard your coaster closed, they had to switch builders.
No. They jumped on us because they were like, "Oh, now he's got nothing to do." So
And
they
then
They
were
were
like,
like, you know what, this will be a
Right.
charity project.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I'll do some updates on YouTube too on that coaster.
Oh, okay, nice.
Well, Colin doesn't have to do it. It'll be all Chris.
All bacon, Chris.
Yeah, maybe
Well,
we
he
can
did it a couple times, but not
work
it.
out some sort of royalties deal between the two channels.
Are they taking out the passageway? No, they're keeping the path between Main Street or Dream Street and Metropolis. So you'll be able to walk right underneath. And that comes directly from the park. That path is not being removed. Are the diamond passes for Six Flags worth it? Absolutely. If you don't have a legacy membership, I would jump on a pass ASAP before the sale ends because they're super cheap right now.
Cheap, absolutely.
Is that the
I
one that
got
gets all the
mine.
parts?
What was that? Yes.
Is that the one that gets all the parts? Yeah, I just jumped on that. So
Yeah.
I'm now a pass member again. You know, I'm no longer a peasant.
Wait, when did you not have a pass?
Are you getting the
Past
diamond
2
pass?
years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, Brian, you actually did get a pass?
I actually did, yeah.
Nice.
Wait, so how have you been getting in the park then?
I got my ways. I'm not allowed to
Hey,
disclose
Brian,
that information.
He you know, he buys a $100 ticket every day.
Yeah, exactly. I buy tickets and I pay full price for parking every day.
So did you get the dining on your pass?
No, I'm not gonna go that often.
Okay.
And plus, I'll go during a food festival next year, and I'll want to, eat the food there.
Okay.
Next up, let's see. I was at the park on Wednesday, and there was a white truck in the catering area. So it looked like they were testing some of the ground. Definitely a possibility. I concur that Austin has cool bragging rights stuff, too, like that he rode Sarajevo before Jack. What are some
Yeah, I'm
possible
never going to ride it.
Great Adventure could announce in 2024? For one, I think they're going to be showcasing more for the Flash, giving more details on the ride's queue, possible locker setup. I do think we could definitely expect to see operational enhancements to many of the park's best rides. I think double-sided lockers are probably not too far out of the question for Toro, Cod, Devil, Joker. I think it's been long overdue, and for the 50th anniversary, they probably want to enhance guest experience the best they can, and by adding double-sided lockers, that will definitely do that. I do think we'll see more stuff announced regarding like nighttime shows. Maybe they'll bring in drone shows like they have at Fiesta Texas. As far as I know, the go-karts at Great Adventure will also be converting to electric, just like at Fiesta Texas. And overall, I think they're just going to announce a few more park improvements that I guess they weren't ready to share quite yet, but they will be soon. If they knock down the Northern Star Arena, well, when they knock down the Northern Star Arena, what ride/attraction will they get? I'm just correcting your question there to make it make more sense. Probably an Intamin Blitz.
Intamin Blitz.
Call it now.
That's what I've been.
They just got a multi-launch now. Why would they put a second one?
Because they probably planned for that one, and then this one popped up out of nowhere, and they're like, "Oh, okay."
I can see it either being a family kid coaster or it's going to be a wooden gravity group.
Nope.
You're also the one that predicted a Vekoma family boomerang after it was all but confirmed that we were getting a super boomerang. So, I don't know if I listened to your.
And it's a boomerang, so
That's
close
true.
enough.
Ace, are you in the middle of
2 out of
that
3 ain't
right
bad.
now?
And actually,
You're
you
putting
said-
it out of
they
space.
said that it was a family.
No, I was like,
Oh.
just relaxing.
The rest of my case.
They did
Okay.
say it was a family coaster, so
Yeah, I don't know
Three out
about
of three.
that being
Brian is
family.
technically right. Brian is technically right.
To a point, yeah.
So,
I'm just saying they're working with Gravity Group now.
Well, with the official 20 million, $30 million they said in the earnings core. Yeah, it's definitely an Intamin Blitz for 25.
Oh boy, I'm sure glad that Sammy, an official Great Adventure employee, is here as spokesperson to divulge classified park info.
She will like
Jackie,
yeah.
we're really calling you out.
You know, that's
Did
why
this
you should
guy
tune
say
in to
oh
Collins
boy?
too.
Because
Hush.
there's a better way of saying it. Oh boy! I'm sure glad that Sammy, an official Great Adventure employee, is here as a spokesperson to divulge class park info.
I had to say it. I wasn't supposed to say about the Giga for 25, but
Oh my God!
I'm already here.
Again, I'm right. It's not an intimate blitz.
Let's see. It would be great if Great Adventure could put up a construction cam for Flash. That would be cool. Definitely be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that because then we'll know whether it will be ready or not.
Yeah, Filthy and Jay said that all the way from the other side of the Collins house. Very excited. So
he's actually in the corner in the dark. You just can't see him.
Yeah, he's right over there. You just can't see him. Munchie's over there too. Let's talk opposites. What's the worst Six Flags, Cedar Fair, and SeaWorld parks? So I'm gonna go first if that's okay with you, Ace.
Go for
I'm gonna say the worst SeaWorld park is Sesame Place, San Diego. If we're talking parks that aren't Sesame Place parks, it would probably be SeaWorld, San Diego, or San Antonio. They're kind of neck and neck. San Diego is much nicer looking, but San Antonio has a much better ride collection. So I'd probably say San Diego is the weaker of the parks. As for Cedar Fair, out of the parks that I have been to, the weakest, just kind of by default, is probably either CGA or Dorney. And that's not to say they're bad parks because they're both really, really amazing parks. It's just Cedar Fair really doesn't have anything bad in their lineup of parks. And for me, my least favorite Six Flags park is going to be Magic Mountain. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I guess it's, again, by default, Six Flags America or St. Louis, which they're not bad parks by any means. They're just, they're as good as they can be for what they have. What about you, Big Chris?
Well, I find most of the Cedar Fair and the Six Flags, and I only been to one Six Flags, but most of the SeaWorld parks are good. But I think with if I had to say, I would agree with you that Six Flags America looks worse. And for Cedar Fair, I would say Michigan's Adventure, Tacoma SLC, and not being able to have a new coaster for a long while. And then for SeaWorld will probably be San Diego Sesame Place, but I'm sure they'll have a similar Wacky Taxi or something.
Yeah. Sammy?
I feel like I can't even answer this because I feel like I haven't been to enough of all of them. Because then for Six Flags, it would default to like Six Flags America, which I'm sure like there's a worse one than America, even though America's not great. I liked Great Escape. I thought Great Escape was nice. It was like cozy.
Great Escape has a nice charm to it.
Yeah,
it does, but the rides suck. Like they don't have no great coasters.
Rides aren't everything.
Yeah.
And then Cedar Fair, I feel like I'd have to default to like Dorney because it's just the weakest. Nothing against it, it's just the weakest. And then SeaWorld, I'd have to default to Sesame Place because it's the weakest.
And I forgot Six Flags Frontier City, again, by default, just because it doesn't have the ride collection of the other parks, is probably the weakest, but it's far from being the worst looking. It has one of the best atmospheres of all of them.
Yeah, really, that's a good one.
It's like a mini Silver Dollar City.
Yeah, it's a nice one.
Brian?
Again, it's all by default because a lot of I really haven't had out of all the SeaWorld parks, I've always had a great experience. And I guess it would have to, the only one that would be the lowest because I haven't been out to San Diego for those parks. So it would be San Antonio, but like that's such a nice park, especially Texas Stingray. Such a good ride there.
Yeah.
Cedar Fair, it default to Dorney just because all the other ones are that much greater than it. And Six Flags is probably American. It's just there's not too much charm there, and I've been to Laurent. I actually had a good time at Laurent.
Laurent is good.
Did that vlog ever come out?
I would definitely have to say Six Flags Great Escape because my experience there, all around that I've gone, it was just horrible. And it's the weakest if you look at it of all the parks. It is like when you look at the coasters and all that. Because at least Six Flags America has Superman. This thing only has the Comet, and then you're not gonna have the bobsled anymore. So you can't get any weaker than that.
Yeah, but you have Bobcat.
Say that again.
You can have Bobcat.
Why not including Bobcat right now, Sammy? We're talking about 2023.
You can include bobsled right now. Or I can include the bobsled right now.
I'm talking about this year because Bobsled is about to be closed. So it's like.
But what about what's the arrow there?
Which one?
Demon Demon.
Seaman Demon was not.
Yeah,
good.
that was a good ride.
I think those are tricky.
I
Arrows.
guess it was running good the day I went. I don't know.
Well, listen, the times I went in 22 and 21, those things were just janky. They were brutal, those arrows. And as for the SeaWorld parks, that's easy. That's Sesame Place San Diego. They only have one little kiddie coaster. There's nothing really much to it. And then as for Cedar Fair, I've been to every Cedar Fair park in the world. So that would have to go down as, it's a hard one to say. I would say Dorney Park. Yeah, because the other parks do have charms and all the good stuff to it. Valley Fair, World of Fun, even Michigan Adventure. Michigan's Adventure was nice. Had a charm to it with the water and all of that. So yeah, Dorney. And so obviously they're gonna get the new Iron Menace. Yeah, they're gonna get a new coaster next year. That's gonna change. Guys, you think that's gonna change Dorney Park's view from you guys' perspective? What you think, guys? You gonna like Dorney Park more with the Iron Menace?
It still would be the low on the totem pole out of all the other ones.
So it's gonna get them out of the low. You said of the
no, Cedar. I think it's still there. It's how are you gonna compare it to like Cedar Point, Kings Island, Kings Dominion?
No. I'm talking about comparing it to Valley Fair or Worlds of Fun.
Well, I haven't been to those two parks, so I can't.
Oh yeah. It's gonna probably make it better. Yeah, it's gonna make it better. Yeah, no doubt about it.
For those of you that didn't see yet, I put in the chat the line for the no more questions being asked. So we're going to get through what we have left here and then get ready to wind down. Colin, will you be at the Alpine Bobsled Ace event? I wish I was, but unfortunately I'm going to have to miss it. I will not be able to get on Alpine Bobsled, which I'm not too happy about, but oh well.
That'll always be something I have on my list now.
All right, but that's the least of the things you should be happy about having on me.
What else should I be happy about?
Things we don't need to discuss here. Anyways, do you think they'll be implementing more photo/video opportunities on ride? If so, where? Yes, they are. I recently did a video about their new photo/video pass.
What?
Anyways, I recently did a video on their new photo/video pass, and they're going to be having on-ride photos and videos for all the coasters and rides that had it before. So that includes El Toro, King de Ka, Green Lantern, Nitro, Log Flume, and the main entrance. So definitely looking forward to that. It's going to be returning next month, so I'm definitely going to have some coverage on that once it returns. Can all of you guys sing the Millennium Force theme song? Ace, you got to do it.
Aces.
It's just Ace. No one else does it.
Yeah,
well, y'all guys,
Chris.
Yeah, I've kind of gotten rough. Go ahead, you do it. Go for it, Bacon Chris.
Ace, you gotta join in.
I let you take it over. Wow.
I wish they put a switch track on the Flash. I do too, but Vekoma doesn't have the ability to do that from what I understand, so...
Well, there is a switch track. It just goes into the transfer.
Well, whatever.
No, it's not going to matter.
Sammy, I'm looking at the chat real quick. Jack Sassa has more beef. It says, question for Colin. Who's your least favorite guest on the stream right now, and why is it Sammy?
Wow. Where is this? I gotta see. I gotta find this.
Bottom of the chat.
The bottom of the chat.
After the opening of Iron Menace, when do you think Dorney Park will get another addition to his coaster lineup? It'll probably take another 5 years.
I'll deal with Jack Sass in a minute.
I bet 2 years. I could see them getting Railblazer.
Maybe 2 years they'll get a family coaster.
I think 2027. I think that's going to be.
Or they'll get Railblazer from CJ.
Or CJ won't even close.
Well, that's closing. Let's be real.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
They don't. The town is not going to let it happen. Let's see. Any comments on that TikTok girl that went viral because of her Toro thing? Yeah, I that just pisses me off, honestly, because I know how much effort Great Adventure, both from a maintenance perspective and operational perspective, how much effort they put into keeping their rides as safe as possible. And to see someone making obvious false claims about it and doing stuff like that just to try to hurt the park really aggravates me. Again, knowing the struggles they've gone through with that ride in particular, and the fact that it's now going to be a PR issue if it becomes more prevalent for something that really, as far as I know, didn't happen. So that kind of stuff really aggravates me because it's very clear they're just looking for attention, that there's no basis in what they're saying. So it makes me very angry.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than prevaricators. They are the worst, especially egregious prevaricators. I cannot stand them, especially talking trash in our own park. The first thing that came to mind is, and we can all attest to this, was that, oh, here we go again, a Great Adventure hater. What a
Sammy, I'm sure you could definitely agree, considering you worked that ride.
Yeah, see, I think I have a feeling that said person is talking about Medusa with like the ratchets, because like the ratchets, like I'm stuck between a ratchet sometimes. Like it just alternates if it goes down or up. It's like whichever ratchet it's closer to. So I feel like she was just talking about Medusa, but I don't know. I got sent that like even before everyone kind of started talking about it, and we were all like, "What?"
It's the way Toro is set up. You can't do that. It doesn't happen. So I don't know where she decided to pull that one from.
Oh my God!
It's just attention. It's just someone seeking attention.
Attention whores. Those are the worst.
Yeah. Next up, remember the one guy who said Great Adventure is getting a Giga multi-launch, Rolling Thunder RMC, and 24 flat rides? I sure do.
Who said that?
And I told everyone not to believe it. And for those of you that listened, you see that that was obviously never going to happen.
Wait, who said that?
Leave it at that.
Who was it?
I don't remember hearing this.
From connoisseurs. That's all
I'm out of that group because that's just a trash group and they spread hate. So what happened?
Rolling Thunder.
Well, I'm not looking to name any names, but there was someone who claimed to have sources.
Is he a pedophile? Is he a pedophile?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Then I know who you're talking about.
Wow!
Pull that one out of left field. We're gonna move on. I think the multi-launch might go near Rolling Thunder's plot, since I think that's a great spot considering how close it is to nearby attractions. I think that would be definitely a cool spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have to theme it to DC, but you have to theme it to Mexican something. Plaza del Carnival.
Correction, Ace. Great Escape's Boomerang is actually fire, and obviously the Bob set was amazing, but it's being scrapped. From Austin.
Oh my God, I hate boomerangs, so it don't matter to me. The only boomerang I like is the one in Carowinds.
What about Maury's?
And Maury's. Those are the two best.
Jolly Rancher.
It's Maury's and the one that's in Carowinds. That's it. I don't really like the other ones. The other ones are janky.
So you hate boomerangs?
When they're janky and they break your neck, like it give you a snap, your head snaps back like this. When you're going backwards, that thing hurts.
Okay.
So I was just sent something regarding the TikToker situation who is now going after all the 16-year-olds who are experts on roller coasters to stop doubting other people's experiences. Which, sorry that I know more than you and know that your story is BS. I don't know.
Ugh.
Anyways.
Who's 16 on this, though?
What was that?
Who's 16? I feel like we're all older than that.
Nobody's 16.
I don't know.
Because honestly, it's someone seeking attention. Because you literally can go off any ride and be like, "Oh, my harness opened up," and they have to do look into it when it never could have happened. Yeah. Because if it was open, you would stand there with it open. Like you'd come back to the station when it opened, and be like, "Look, it opened."
Yeah. Looks like the final question of the night, or comment of the night, comes from Jangles. Jangles says that Steamin' Demon is steamin' trash. There you go.
Trash.
You got to laugh out of Bacon Chris. And I remember seeing earlier, Jangles had asked a question about Bacon Chris. Chris, he was wondering if Bacon Chris was your real name.
Well, Bacon Chris isn't really my real name. My real name is Christopher Kowalski.
Okay.
So where does the bacon come from?
Because I like bacon. And plus, and I got bacon from one of my favorite YouTube channels. That's not a coaster YouTuber, Epic Mealtime.
All right, Coaster Sam, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll answer your question as well. How long do you think Twister has left? I'm going to say no more than 5 years.
1 year.
1 year.
They just did a lot of work and got new parts for it. I really don't think that they're gonna.
No. And also, when you look at it, remember when I don't know if you guys remember because I'm showing my age now, but in 1999 when Medusa, the original one, came out, there was 25 other rides that came out with it. Remember, you ever heard of that, guys? And that is one of the last remaining 99, 25 new rides. It ain't going nowhere. It's only 24 years old. No, thank you. It's gonna stay.
Well, with that being said, that is going to conclude tonight's stream. I want to thank you all for joining in. I want to thank Chris, Sammy, Brian, Ace, and Jack for hanging in here through the whole thing. Hope you all had fun. I want to thank you all for 10,000 subscribers. It really does mean a lot.
Congratulations.
It was a pretty big achievement. I remember back in like 2020 when I decided to do another push for the YouTube channel and try to be successful. I did not think this would happen, so I really do want to thank you guys for getting me to where I am, and I hope we continue to see more of it. But before we end off the stream, I'm going to let everyone just do a final goodbye, say your Instagram handles, whatever you want to promote. We'll go from Chris to Sammy to Brian to Ace to Jack.
All right, at Bacon Chris. I'll see you all in the next adventure.
Built the thrill. You know me, Sammy. Peace out, guys.
Brian, Coaster Patcher guy. See you out in the parks.
Mr. Ka, Ace Ka from Facebook.
Not Instagram.
And Jack from.
There you go.
Yeah.
Green Park Fix 55. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's stream. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe to Hollywood Studios, and I'll see you all in the next one.